What the heck is going on? Who's around me right now? What's happening? Who's there? Sound check. What the heck? Hey, sound check sounds good. We are good to go. Hazel! Hazel Basil! Dog's wandering around. You might see her today. What do I have to do? Left screen. Yes, take to this. Refresh it. So you have 6 people playing today. Process checking results early. You mean 1 minute later than this thing's supposed to start? Thanks, Challenge. Good job updating. Everybody checked in. Great. Participants. Shuffle 1. Boom. Shuffle 2. Boom. Shuffle 3. The big one. Bada boom. Make sure none of the same clans are there. No clan, XMT, ODM, RTK, unaffiliated. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's do this. Start the tournament. I do need to put maps. Carrick Asgal's good. Southern, Chaos, Wastes, Blood, Pine, Woods. Best of 3. Semifinals, let's do MP, Crossroads, Estalian Tomb, Valley of Thieves. Those are all good maps. Best of 3. And then for the finals, we will figure that out. Best of 3. Boom, 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 boom. Tell all the people. Tell all the people. Find turn opponent. So I'm already in here. Then we need Rusty. Then we need Ice Power. Then we need Cal. Then we need Phoenix. And then we need Tretch. We are live. Go, go. Wait for me in finals. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's everything. At Rust. I was DMing Rusty, so I can DM him in a second, but yeah. What up, Nina? Hey, Zergash, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Scorecard. There's me again. Hello. Rusty hummus. Yum yum. Everybody loves Rusty hummus. Hosted. Then I'll tell Rusty. Cool. Hey, Chasing Rainbows. You got this? I don't got this. I most likely have COVID. I don't got this, dude. We're dying. Well, not dying yet. We just feel like shit. Head hurts. Body hurts. Feel all tingly. Feel gross. And Rusty's here. I gotta update the scorecard. But first, I gotta make this thing do the Carrick Asgal. And I have tea brewing, so I'm gonna have to leave in a second here. Now I gotta mute your YouTube. Just stream snipe me, bro. Knock me out quick. Sure, I will. Alright. Howdy, any word on when we'll get to see multiplayer for Warhammer 3? No idea on the Warhammer 3 stuff. I am not included. CA sent me an email once that said, hey, listen, you're a real piece of shit. We don't like you. And I was like, you know what? I can dig that. I can dig that. So what are we doing here? Who's the first pick? Rusty is, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, you're first. Oh no. Oh, crap. We clicked all the wrong things. It's okay. You got this. Also, you are first. Map is set. Make sure to put some milk in your tea, trust me. We don't have any milk. We don't have anything. We're out of food. And I was going to go get food yesterday, but then it was possible I had COVID, so I didn't feel like going to a store full of people and infecting everybody. So Grace is going to go today after work, and she's currently technically done with work, but she's going to take a nap. And I, for one, allow that, because she needs my permission to do anything. That's not true. She can go whenever she wants. I'll just be here, streaming and dying slowly. That's everything. That's everything. We're all set up. Hazel, come here. Come here. Come here. Hazel Basil, do you have the COVID? Chaos and Wood Elves. Oh. Okay. Alright. Someone woke up and chose violence. My two least favorite factions. Sure. Rusty's a homie, by the way. We love Rusty. Rusty is one of the sick new additions to RTK. Pretty much all the new guys to RTK are cool. Tea or coffee? Which do people prefer? Tea, 100%. Greenskins Wood Elves. I'm fine with that. Let's do... Well, what do we want to do? Kind of don't want to do Skaven into Wood Elves right now. I'm just not feeling it. Especially not on this map. It's a bad map. Could go Dwarves. Dwarves into Wood Elves is abysmal. I mean, Empire's fine. Empire, BRB. What made you want to make a board game? I will answer that as soon as I return. It's a cliffhanger. Yeet. Oh man, I got a green tea. Oh, and it's not green. It's piss. Makes me sad. Sure, it'll taste fine, but I wanted a green tea, dude. False advertising. Fake news. What made me want to make a board game? I played a lot of board games, and I was always hypercritical of them and like what they could do better and stuff. And then I was just thinking, hey, maybe I could do this. And also, I wanted to play Magic the Gathering, but I didn't want to buy a new deck every 2 months to keep up with the meta or whatever, so I designed a game that wouldn't, I guess get old is not the right word, but you know what I mean, like a game that wouldn't expire. So I designed it to, no matter how many expansion packs you're playing with or whatever, it's going to be a fair game and you'll be fine. Watching from my own Omicron isolation, not quite sure if the Nurgle OG gang, Pestilence kind. Hey, Ice Power. Ice Power will be facing the winner of this. And I am sure he's going to love what I have to bring to this party. He's going to be a big fan. He's not. He's going to hate this build, but it's okay. It's okay. We didn't ask for his opinion. Let's do a couple of these. Do I want one of these? No. I kind of want Demigryph Knights, but I don't want to take a Life Wizard, so I guess I'm not taking Demigryph Knights. And then let's take this. Yeah, this is trash enough to work. This is an abysmal build that I feel like taking today. Let's go. This is a try-hard tournament, and I am trying hard, but I don't really know Empire into Greenskins that well, and I'm kind of in one of those sick moods where you just feel like doing whatever you want to do. Empire sucks after they're nerfed by the rule set. Oh, because the War Wagon's counting as chariots, and chariots getting nerfed a little bit. Also, Volkmar is a chariot. Would I rather be plagued by Nurgle or Clan Pestilence? Probably Clan Pestilence because they're a little less good at it. Their diseases are a little more hit and miss. As Mothscape and things are. As for Simone, when's the next head-to-head with Ent? Whenever he has time. He is busy with Redacted. He has some serious big secrets going on, but probably next week. Malekith will not be held off for very long. So we have Gelt, a shitload of infantry. I don't think you need anything else. It sounds like enough carry potential for me. We have a Hellblaster volley gun, because I like them. They've been very fun recently. They can take care of Black Orcs if Rusty brings Black Orcs. They can shoot Skirmish Cav if he brings Skirmish Cav. I mean, Hellblaster's just kind of good. I found them a little more consistent than Cannon for only 200 more gold. Other than that, we have 3 Empire Knights to run around, but they can't catch Skirmish Cav, so for now I'm going to deploy them in the reserve and move them up after the Hellblaster/Huntsman teams have disabled a lot of the Greenskin Skirmish. And Gelt's probably just going to get Spirit Leech to death, but oh well, too bad. That's my story. Ready, good luck, have fun. Yeah, he's probably just going to get Spirit Leech to death. Oh well. My body hurts. Ice Power approves of the build. Do you think it's fun, or do you think it's gonna win? Because I think it's one of those two. Ah, that is hot. That is too hot to drink. Don't drink that. Owie. And semi-functional. Yeah, Ice Power and Cal Harmon both got a bye in round 1, and they're both favorites to win this tournament, so... I don't know. You all watch me shuffle it. There's no bias, but... I think the system likes him. Yes! Black Orc's exactly what I wanted to shoot at with the Hellblaster. These Skirmish Cav can all just kind of suck eggs. None of them have armor piercing, so I don't really care that much. Except for Morgrubs. I'll deal with that. Boar Cav, Goblins. Okay. I can't see their caster or their lords. They're probably... here. In which case I'll move Gelt a little bit away. I don't want to move him over here because of all the Skirmish Cav on this side. Hey, it's River Troll Hag. Nice. Okay. So we'll move up. I think there's a bump there that my Hellblaster can't see over, so I'm just going to attack the infantry. Okay. Ooh, Spirit Leech on the Hellblaster is actually going to be very annoying. Looks like it's doing okay, ticks-wise. Hey, we didn't lose a model yet. Good. So Hellblaster's going to shoot Goblins to the Black Orcs get in range. I just want to fulfill the attacking role. I don't really want to move without the Hellblaster. There we go. Now I'll shoot Black Orcs. Aside from that, Orc Boar Cav is going to have a hard time getting through my front line. Huntsmen can turn and fire. These Huntsmen can turn and fire. Oh, a lot of chariots, huh? Okay. This lady's about to use another Spirit Leech, so I'm going to dismount pretty soon. I'm almost never able to dodge it. There, I tried. Kind of hoping he doesn't notice I'm also getting his chariots with that one. We'll see. Okay, get back on your thing. I got decent damage on the chariots. It's pretty whatever. You turn Fire at Will back on and get back on the Black Orcs for a little bit. Flagellants, move up. Spearmen, move up. Flagellants, Spearmen, move up. Halberdiers, you chill out for a second. I'm sorry about that misclick. Halberdiers, go take care of them. Spearmen, go take care of them. Huntsmen, switch on to the Orc Boar Cav for a little bit. Halberdiers, go over there. Huntsmen are way overextending. That is my bad. Is that Skarsnik? No, it's Grimgor. Delicious. Okay. These Huntsmen turn over here. Gelt, get a little bit of poke in onto these Orc Boar Chariots along with some Halberdiers. And you guys pull away. Okay. So, we have a bunch of reserve Halberdiers. Spirit Leech onto the Hellblaster crew that's not running away, but whatever. Happens. These Huntsmen are going to do their best to hold out till these Halberdiers arrive. This Halberdier is going to keep supporting that. And yeah. River Troll Hag wandering into Halberdiers is not going to be great for her. Grimgor's in the middle of my dudes, so I want to get Balthazar off the ground about now. And this is going okay. Yeah, okay is how I would describe it. Huntsman over here and over here fire at the giant river troll hag, I guess. Because these cav are winning, which is pretty cool. Take this full health guy, come back here. Gelt's taking a lot of damage. We don't like that. No, no. It would be nice to have my cav around for these chariots. I thought swamping them in halberdiers would do more than it is doing. But that's fine. Unbreakable troops fight Grimgor. That is totally fine. And these huntsmen are going to try to pull out. Okay. Empire cav, go over here. Hellblaster volley gun, back onto your little mount. Come on. And give me the hand. There we go. Got the hand. Almost have another final trans overcasted, but I'm actually just going to undercast it because I really want to catch both those frickin' chariots. If I can shut the chariots down, we'll be in good shape here. Empire cav not really doing as much as I would have hoped. River Troll Hag's routing, which is big for us. Gelt's doing great. I'm going to rear charge over here and try to break some stuff. Spearmen are coming up. That's great. One of the chariots is pretty much dead. And how are we doing? Okay, halberdiers, go over here. Empire Knights, make sure that River Troll Hag never comes back. You guys come here. You guys come here. Gelt, you're still routing stuff, which is good. Nice job. Spearmen and halberdiers, ignore those frickin' chariots because you can't do anything to them. Just come over here. Just come over here. Gelt, don't bother chasing them off. They're actually pretty shit. So, his magic is shut down. Cool. Where are your blasters? Over there. Delightful. Rusty's coming to shut them down. That's also pretty fine. I'll take my Empire Cav, and I'm not even going to chase off these goblins. Fuck those goblins. As a wise man once said, fuck those goblins. How are we doing? Anybody forgotten about? Kinda. You guys are wandering. Okay, Gelt, get off the ground. Halberdiers come over here. And Hellblaster volley guns back online, baby. Fire Grimgor. Okay. So we can kind of reform our ranks a little bit around the Hellblaster. We're fine with that. Get the conduit going. And that lady's almost off the map. Me and Gelt just go charge some stuff. We have other things to do today. Hellblaster, you guys gonna fire or what's going on here? Yeah, get him. Get him. Hellblaster's about to get shut down. No. Oh, whatever. I'll shoot these Black Arcs. Die. 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 Good enough. Okay. Almost have another final trans. We have a big old blob of infantry. Oopsies. I did not mean to command you to the ground. Is that River Troll Hag off the map? There she is. Cool, cool. This is going well. All things considered. Okay. So now we have to commit to chasing some stuff off the map a little bit. Let's get the cav out of here. You guys go fight Grimgor. Let's go fight Grimgor. You wait on another final trans. Okay. Relying on Orc Boar Boys is always a bold strategy, Cotton. We're pulling quite far ahead as soon as we get another final trans. I don't really want to overcast it, actually. But do I? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Let's just throw it on him. Screw it. I'm over it. Whee! Gelt, can you break these goblins just for fun? Just for fun. We love a just for fun break. Okay. That's it, GG. You always wanted to see more Hellblasters? They did fine. It's Galthazar Belt! Grimgor kills all now? No. No, he got 200 value. Balthazar almost paid for himself. Halberdiers were great. Just constant armor piercing, anti-large blockers. Huntsmen both paid for themselves-ish. Hellblaster almost paid for itself. That's the thing about the Hellblaster is, like, you think of it as this expensive piece, but it's cheaper than a Warp Lightning Cannon. Wait. It's 50 gold more than a Warp Lightning Cannon. It's cheaper than the RR Warp Lightning Cannon. It's only 250 gold more than a regular cannon. It does more versus infantry. does about the same versus Cab and Chariot, so I don't know, I like it. It has lower range, so it definitely is a niche unit, but I like it. GG. Okay, GG, how you doing, hubby? I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. Got a COVID test this morning. Pretty sure it is, because a guy I work with had it. So I had to deal with that. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, Southern Chaos Wastes for game 2, and now I get to pick. Greenskins are out of the picture, which isn't really a thing I care about too much. Let's go. Scavinos and Southern Chaos Wastes. I can fight Wood Elves there, so we don't want Chaos. Scavinos, Dark Elves. That green tea is pretty good, even though it just looks like piss. Piss tea. I'm all out of black tea, so no caffeine for me. We're just living our best life. How are all of you? We have lost a subscriber since I last posted a video, so we are thoroughly depressed over here. How will we ever reach 1,000 if we go negative? Hopefully you don't get it too bad if that's the case. Hopefully not. Double vaccinated and boosted, so I should be fine. Boom, 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 boom. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Am I winning so far? While he thinks, I'll take you over to the bracket. So Tretch and the Phoenix King are fighting. Okay. I don't know who Grace is talking to. Tretch and the Phoenix King are fighting. One of them will fight Cal Harmon. Cal Harmon will be the favorite to go to the finals, but if they win, that'll be a pretty hype upset. Whoever wins between me and Rusty will go to fight Ice Power. Ice Power will probably go to the finals, so we're probably having a Cal Harmon Ice Power finals, but, you know, upsets are cool as shit, so maybe. Everybody loves a good upset. Am I right? Rusty's still thinking. Also, good afternoon. Delmo's here. The permanent supporter of RTK. Greenskins Empire, we had a pretty close match, but unfortunately Grimgore Ironhide fell a little bit short of Delmo, so that's the status. And now I went Skaven Dark Elves and Southern Chaos Wastes. You are up to date, sir. Has the biggest channel growth last month. Human Boy complaining, channel's fainting. I'm not complaining, I'm just accepting my slow death. Wood Elves. Call HR's here. What up, Call HR? Speaking of Adelmo and Call HR, my 2v2 partner for Adelmo's tournament, I have realized that you and I have still played the most games in that tournament. Even though we went 0-2, we are still mega chads. Oh, she's talking to her sister. We believe in you. I've got a friend headed to Ice Power right now to put X-Lax in his tea. Wait, I'm the one drinking P and T. Skaven Wood Elves. I'm pretty sure the blocker isn't necessary because you all know the build I take these days, but it's only lost once to Butcher Bird, and that was a super close game, so I'm not going to stop taking it. Play those games, you fools. We will. I keep popping in. Whenever I see Call HR, I pop in and I'm like, 2v2, and it's usually one member of the enemy team that's around, and then they say no, or they say I've got to go. I don't know. I was going to think of something that they would go do, and I blanked, because everything's a lie. Alright, we loaded up the same build you've seen a million times. You might want to put that down. I'm in too deep, Jeremy. I'm in too deep at this point. Joke's on you, I got hot chocolate. Nice. I got a bunch of hot chocolate from Christmas, and I don't know what to do with it, because I'm not a huge hot chocolate drinker, and some of them are like crazy flavors that people gave to us, like mint or like candy cane, and I guess candy cane is mint. What was the thing? Cupcake, that was it. Put a laxative in Rusty's tea. Rusty doesn't deserve that. Rusty doesn't deserve that in his life, dude. I've seen his face once or twice because he sends he'll like send a picture of him with his pup because he knows I love pups. And he is a handsome gentleman. He doesn't deserve any misfortunes in his life. Sounds a lot better than tea with no milk. We don't have any milk. We don't have anything. I was going to go grocery shopping, then I got the COVID. Probably. Maybe. Speaking of which, has Mayo Clinic emailed me yet? Let's see. Challenge, State Farm, myself. Nope. Nope. Test results not in. The douchebag test results are in, and I was positive. That was the most positive I've ever seen. They wanted to put me in the hospital for how much of a douchebag I am, and I said, nah, dude. I gotta go stream today. They said, that tracks. Sounds about right. Have fun with your e-cigarettes and lensless glasses, you nerd. And I said, thanks, dude. Thanks, brah. I actually said, sheesh, YOLO, thanks, brah. And then I e-scootered out of the hospital. Hey, Bob, man. Bye, Bob, man. Okay, let's do this. Done. I heard Rusty replace you in RTK, and that's why you got kicked out. No, I got kicked out for showing up to one too many meetings in my birthday suit. They said business casual, and I just really misread how casual we were talking. Which I think is on them. Alright. They didn't have an example. Like, I'm not big on reading. I need a picture. So we form the Death Square. 2 Poison Globes up front, deal with Dryads, 2 Rat Ogres in the back to deal with Cavalry, and also stay away from the Archers until we figure out where they are, and we can start dodging them. 5 Jezzails in this formation, far enough apart that they can shoot over each other, because if they're too close together, they can't shoot over each other. So close enough that they can shoot over each other, but I also want them in this formation, because if they are in a line, 5 Jezzails in a line, covers that much space probably, and I have to defend that circle. Now you can see that circle is bigger than the circle I'm about to draw. Now this is all I have to defend. So I spent all that money and unit slots on Jezzails. I don't really have a whole lot of units to cover the ground, so we need to deploy them in a formation that is tight. Thus, a square. Got it? Got it. The back, I don't really need Skaven Slaves back here as much because the Rat Ogres can kind of help defend a little bit, so it's fine. I was not kicked from RTK. Adelmo is correct. It was an emergency decision. There was a fire, and I had to go put it out. But it required me not put shoes on, and it was a shoes only area. So really, it's on me. Okay, what is the plan? What's going on? What do I need to do? Assassins are out there. They need me more out there. That's right. These guys are looking for Way Watchers or other stalked infantry. So they're way out there. If anything catches up to them, I can hit whatever attacks them with 5 frickin' Jezzails, and I can summon on top of them. And they have Assassin's trophies. They're gonna be okay. All right, don't worry about the Assassins. Rusty's unit count is 903. That's fine. That's fine. Wait, I almost copied his thing. That's not right. Ready, good luck, have fun. Box. Boxiest ever. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. So it's a pretty standard archer line, which we are not upset to see. Let's move up a little bit. Pop this. And then, what are you? Glade Guard? Glade Guard? What are you guys? Wild Riders and Glade Riders with spears. Sure. Ow. Arrows of Kurnos. Very mean. Let's do you 3 shoot that, you 2 shoot that. Assassins, go be annoying. Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers can run out there. Yeah, they'll do okay. So we have close defense Rat Ogres against all these Cav that are attempting to flank us right about now. We'll drop a Dreaded 13th. There. You 2 Jezzails, switch onto the healthier Glade Guard if you can see them, because the Dreaded 13th is going to nuke that one, and then I'll immediately give them orders to go over here. Can't dodge that pendulum, too late. Okay. Ah, crap, you guys have skirmish mode still on. No skirmish mode! Okay. So skirmish mode is big, not good. Everybody has it on. Oh, crap. Okay, so turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. Alright, assassins, wherever you are, go after the Waystalkers. Okay, throw this out. Oopsies. Oopsies. I don't know where that's going. Cancel it! That was an anti-air thing, and I don't have any air units, so it's pretty whatever. Okay. Okay, this has turned into a bit of a mess because of skirmish mode. That's my bad. And we're gonna get through it. Wild Riders have claimed that there's not a whole lot I could do over there. That's just the end of that. Distracting Waystalkers, you run over there. Okay, how many Jezzails can we save? That's a bold pendulum. I'm kind of okay with just letting happen. Alright, these gloves are hanging on. Can I have an arcane conduit, little buddy? Thank you. Assassin, run away for now. You've done what you can, honestly. Alright, Jezzails that exist. You 2 start shooting those Wild Riders. You start shooting at anything back here that you can. You guys are doing your best. These 2 Jezzails shoot these Wild Riders. We're gonna secure our position a little bit here. Okay, Rat Ogres, stop chasing, come back. We need you as close defense, Rat Ogres. Okay, those Wild Riders are routing, let them rout. Let's get some chaff back in place. Not really loving what's happening to my Grace here at the moment. That could stop. That could stop happening. Stop shooting him. Come on. That's not nice. Rat Ogres, go! Go! Alright, Jezzails, you're back on archer duty. These archers are being really annoying to me right now. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Random chaff, go be random. Go be chaff. Gracier, get behind the lines. Rat Ogres, come back. Cool. We have resecured our Jezzails, and all we lost was the rest of the army, which, you know, in a general sense, I'm okay with. The rest of my army didn't really matter. Still got my Rat Ogres. It's fine. We're chilling. Oh, who are you? Come here. Come on, man. Don't wander off like that. It's dangerous. One Rat Ogre, go deal with this Dryad. This Rat Ogre, go deal with this Dryad, while the Jezzails keep shooting, largely because we can't afford to run away. That's a pendulum on top of my Jezzails. It's not really going to do that much damage. That's fine. Go catch them. Okay, you, come here. Bad guys are there. Got it. Alright, this does get a little tricky, as killing Drycha is going to be a pain. Ooh, we got assassins back. Let's go. Alright. Every Jezzail that exists, kill her. I took a lot of damage from those Waystalkers. I didn't like that. Owie! Leave me alone! I didn't do anything to you! Okay, Rat Ogres, come bail out this Giselle. These Giselles switch over back to the Archers now that Drycha's kind of a little harder to see and getting pushed away by Storm Vermin. Gracie, just get nice and safe. Just find somewhere cozy, get a blanket, get some hot chocolate, and we won. Why'd you overcast 13th? Because Storm Vermin Sword and Shield are going to survive longer versus Archers. They kill a little bit faster and they have shield, so they can't get counterfired as hard. Whereas Halberds, what were they going to do back there? There was no cavalry. And there's not a whole lot of things that need armor piercing. Wouldn't Giselles ruin Drycha? Yes, but Rusty can dodge pretty easily and I had other stuff going on. Drycha's decently easy for me to just walk away from, as you saw. My Gracier took more damage from these two than from Drycha. And I had it dreaded 13th. Yeah, it went fine. See you, Rusty. Alright, let's just get Ice Power in here. Ice Power, did you change your name again, or is it what I expect it to be? Did you unfriend me? Ice Power. Probably. In this game, you gotta friend everybody you play with if you're gonna find their game, so probably unfriended me. Alright, I'll message him. Rusty didn't deserve the box. The box is the only way to beat the Wood Elves. I've explained it a couple times before, but if you're actually wondering when to box and when not to box, it's when you have the mobility advantage, you don't box because you want to in-wrap them. And if you're going to get wrapped around, then you need either to have a better front line than them, better mobility than them, or you need to keep your chaff tight. So usually you see me playing matchups where I have to keep my chaff tight. Matchups where you don't need to box, Empire. Empire's not a box formation. Dark Elves is. High Elves, unfortunately, is. Until you see what their build is. Greenskin isn't a box, it's a chevron. Alright, where the hell is Ice Power? Yo, yo. Lobby is up. Can you see, or do we need friend? Oh, that's another thing, is he could just be offline. How's it going? Good. It's good. Well, okay. I mean, in the game, it's good. In the real life, I am sick and I don't enjoy it. Hazel Basil, come here. Come here. Why are you sassy? Why are you being sassy? Don't be a sassy Hazel Basil. Don't be a sassy Hazel Basil. Hazel Basil. Yes. Is Dad gonna beat Ice Power? No. But he's gonna try. I know. It's Hazel Basil, everyone. Hello. Hello. You're cute and sweet. We loves you. Yeah. You had to wear a sock yesterday because you got a bloody toe from one of your nails breaking. And whose fault is that? Ours. Invite. Okay, well, I'll just right-click invite him. Okay. What's real life simulator? I think they were doing it on the weekend, so I'd guess Saturday or Sunday. Hey man, when's the next street with Ent? I answered this earlier, but I don't know. He's super busy right now because of non-disclosed reasons. So, not much, not much. Chilling with pup. Alright, so we have Ice Power. Easy peasy. And he's first pick. You're first. I gotta update the scorecards. So I stay in the same spot and replace Rusty with XMT Ice Power. Oops, not CMT, XMT Ice Power TW. And his zero's off in the ether. So we'll do XMT Ice Power, cut the TW, and there you go. Beastmen, Dark Elves, BRB. Beastmen, Dark Elves. That is an annoying two. Pretty sure it's yours for not clipping your nails. We did clip her nails. So what happened is we have a poopy clipper, and her nails are really thick. So I clipped the end off one, and it like sent cracks up the whole thing, and then she started bleeding out the cracks, and it was bad. So we went out and got a nail grinder, and she seems to like that a lot more. But that one nail that we started with that did that, we had to wrap it. She's fine. This Saturday, Sunday? No, I'm doing a whole bunch of other streams this weekend. Probably, well, I don't want to say probably, maybe next week? I don't know. Anticity got a bunch of stuff. There's some things I can't talk about, but the things I can talk about is he's going to edit his Carl Franz campaign and release some trimmed down videos of that for people. Lizardmen? I feel like Beastmen traditionally do well into Lizardmen. But I suppose they have one less single entity now. A lot of dinos coming out. Dark Elves are also hard to deal with. Hi, Grace. Grace waved. Let's do dwarves. I'm feeling dwarves. Yes, but I don't know. Anticity's super busy. I'll message him soon about it. I'm sorry you have to wait, my dude. They are good streams. Alright, let's get a blocker up. Blickety blocker. Blockety bluker. When's the next head-to-head session? Probably next week, probably. I feel like I haven't answered that question ever before. Yeah, trolls. Okay. So let's see what Ice Power is going to do. Jeremy, head-to-head when? Probably next month. I'm feeling like next month. Another box, lol. Depends on who he picks. Beastman, it's a box. I mean, well, dwarves don't have calves, so it's not like they can leave openings. Dark Elves? Okay. Alright, so we got... I mean, the Lord isn't a surprise. The Lord's every dwarf's favorite Lord. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. No, not that. No, not that. 5. Okay, that's fine. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I mean, yeah. Okay. We'll get 2 of them. Dwarf boxes disgust me. Well, there's not a whole lot else the dwarves can do. Because it is a little... It's a little silly to not... Like... If you try to just go in a straight line formation with dwarves, you're the slowest faction in the game, so anybody's going to have more ranged pressure... Not ranged pressure, mobile pressure than you. And you can't, like, stop them or close the gaps, so... When your entire thing is being slow, armored, and high leadership, you just kind of need to be in their way already. Otherwise, you're going to be a little doomed. So, kind of tough. 680 gold left. That's an awkward amount. We do not like that amount. Okay. The pup is back with me. We love the pup. Not super sure what to do with the rest of my gold here. I had a build I was working on with for Poland, but it had Belagar for the upcoming clan war thing that they at Son of the Mountains hired me as a mercenary, but I have a Belagar who's a different price than my current lord, so kind of piecing together a friggin' build here. 600 gold left. Oh god. I could get these guys, and then 2 of these. That seems fine. Let's do it. It does feel like Dowie is bad into both Dark Elves and Beastmen. I have a Dwarves versus Beastmen build I've been enjoying a lot recently, and Dwarves versus Dark Elves is even-ish, it's fine. It was great. I'm not trolling. Slayer Heavy Rush. Heavy Metal Rush. You know we can see some of the things you're clicking into? Yeah, it's not a big deal. The blocker's just kind of there to stop anyone from checking over and looking at the entire build, because I can also delete stuff. Just make a defensive formation. I mean, it's pretty easy for people to weasel their way through. Same line as a diamond and whatever other formation. It's a tactic. Each one has cons and pros. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. Because, like, you're not going to do a suboptimal formation just for the sake of doing a suboptimal formation. Because if you leave gaps in your line, you know, if I deploy in 2 straight lines and then I have my ranged in the middle, well, people can come in between the lines. So it's like, all right, why give them the option? Like, why take a mobile fight I'm going to lose for no upside, I guess is my point. Because there's no upside to it. In the current situation, there are situations where you don't want to box, just not versus Dark Elves, because they have cav, they have heavy cav, they have chariots, they have flying monsters. And that's another big thing, is they have flying monsters, which can fly over your front line, over your secondary line, and get onto your ranged assets. So it's the same thing as Dwarves of Skaven, where if my Dwarf Warriors are 100 meters away from my Thunderers, or whatever, when a Manticore lands on them, they're going to cover 100 meters very slowly. The Manticore is going to kill a whole bunch of my Thunderers before I even get there, and then it's going to pull out and run away. Where if my Dwarf Warriors are already 5 meters away from my Thunderers, they can just walk over and start slapping it and get it off the Thunderers. So there's no real reason to spread out. It only benefits ice power. All right. You're a flying monster. Okay, our troop count is low. We do have double flame cannon. Double flame cannon. I like it versus dark shards or shades or sisters or any of that crap. It's pretty good. Lowers their leadership. And I know ice power, at least last time I played him, he took a lot of harpies and manticores to counter gyrocopters. So hopefully flame cannons will do okay there. We do have some miners with blasting charges. We're going to deploy up. Well, not that up, because actually his unit count is so low, I'm not going to box it first because I don't know what he has, but I am suspecting I'm going to have to move up into him. We'll see. Okay, I need 1 Dwarf Warrior here. And need another Dwarf Warrior here to cover these things. Then we have Ekron's miners. Yada yada. And Thoric Double Thane. Thoric Double Thane beats up a lot of stuff. They're good lads. Okay, where are my 2 protection dwarves? Back there, and then all of you are spread. Okay. So if he has a bunch of Dark Riders, I'll have to tuck in these edges, but with a unit count that low, I'm guessing we're gonna have to spread out. We'll see. Ready, good luck, have fun. Okay. No Slayers chasing rainbows? They just lose to Witch Elves and Sisters and stuff. They are good against Harpies and Manticores, but they're also expensive. They're 2 Dwarf Warriors worth. So I just don't have the money for them. And spreading out allows for better overlapping fire, yada yada. I agree with that, but my build requires artillery. So it's Loke here, a Death Hag, Dark Sorceress, Argoneth Executioners, a bunch of Bleak Swords. Yeah, this is the ice power build. Anyway, I have artillery, so I don't have a whole lot of range that can spread out. And I don't want them to spread out. If you have a mass, if you have the 4 Rangers, 4 Quarrelers, 4 minus blasting charges build, yeah, you'll do lines. That's not the build I was taking. I found that build struggles. I was playing with it for Poland yesterday, and it felt good at first, but you just kind of run out of gas. And it's a little rough. So, I like the flame cannons. They're fun. Okay, does he have any Dark Riders? No Dark Riders. Okay, so all of his cav, quote-unquote, is flying. Which unfortunately means we're going to still have to stay tight, because then I can't even block them. I just need to be nearby when they do stuff. How does this dwarf build deal with executioners? Flame cannons. Flame cannons are metal. Metal as F. Okay, so full surround coming in. He's just going to run away from me wherever he can until he gets a full surround. And then I'm going to need to move my front lines to get between him and my ranged assets. So a box is forming. Yay! But, I mean, what do you want me to do? Just let him walk through? Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. This build with Belagar had 2 cannons in it, which would be nice about now, but I knew he was going to bring Lokir, and cannons aren't as good against Lokir. He's low to the ground, hard to hit. Gets knocked over a bunch. Okay, you guys come back. You guys come this way. Flame cannons. Almost in range. They're thinking about it. Oh. But he's moving away whenever I get near. Let's see if we can get a quick turn on him that he won't expect. Because those harpies are definitely in range. What are you aiming at? Alright, well, you tried. What up, Captain Telis? What up? Thoric and Double Thane, come over here, because you are quite adept at dealing with Lokir. And at this point, I'm just going to have the flame cannons fire at the Death Hag, because they should be in range. And that way I can stop waddling around and get some vigor back. And we're fresh, so that's good. Okay. So, alright, Lokir's running away. That is fine. You guys start firing at that. And Hargonath Executioners are in range. Okay. So looking like some dead black arcs. Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, come back here, because Manticore's about to do their little dive. And you guys need to keep Lokir honest. Okay. Flame cannons, launch at that. Thoric pop the global buff. So we need the global buff about now. Eh, now. Do what I tell you to do. Okay, both of you gang up on that Argonath Executioner. You guys do that. You guys do that. You. Okay, where's Thoric? He's helping kill these Argonaths. That seems fine. Rangers fire over into that gigantic blob. Minus blast charges taking care of those Argonath Executioners. You guys are just fighting. Turn and throw at them while you guys run away for a brief moment. And then... how are we doing over here? Fine. Okay, let's give some melee attack. Okay. You guys are doing your best to stop everything. I appreciate it. You're doing great. Laser blast charges between these guys in the back is doing good. Flame cannons have honestly used almost all their ammunition, which is pretty good. Can I get any free shots on these harpies? Looks like I can. Achoo! Oh, screw off. Go away. Come on, go away. Go away. Come on. No, my cannon. Okay, Death Hag is screwed. Let's get our hero squad over after Loke here. They can actually kind of beat his ass. This is going okay. Let's throw guard mode on you and have you turn around and throw at these guys. Okay. Manticores are, as ever, very annoying. Kind of surprised how little damage they took for fighting Dwarf Warriors who were buffed up. But they are probably gonna win. I'm thinking the Dark Elves have got this, but we'll see. Okay. Boom. Lots of damage over there for all parties. Okie dokie. I have the global buff, but how many dudes are even fighting right now? A couple. I'll hold on to it. I'll need it to goon out Loke here. So we got those guys to run. And you guys are coming back. As long as dwarves stand, there will always be a chance. There's a chance. It's not a great one, but a chance. Okay. Well, he's backing off because he wants to get a better surround, so I'll go regroup with my chaff. Suppose I could do that. Yup, that's the Dowie for you. See if they can kill some of those harpies, but they're about to tear her out. Tear her out. Tear her out. Just running away. But the harpy shattered over there. That's a decent trade. Alright, come back. Come back here. Come here. So we have grouped up. And also this has given me enough time for, honestly, one of my spells to come off cooldown, so I'm kind of okay with it. Okay. Fighting over here. I mean, we'll see how long those Dwarf Warriors can stand. They can't. So they're running away. Alright, the Nice Power's just gonna go chase those guys, so I'm gonna stand here and get my vigor back. Since he's not gonna engage, no reason for me to. I'm gonna walk towards her, she'll probably just break. 32 HP. Yeah, alright, see you, lady. Okay. Let's throw down the Rune of Doom. Okay. We do need to beat the crap out of that Manticore. While Dreaded Duelist is still active. Now we'll turn around and try to kill Loke here, but he's probably gonna run away. Wow, tear out at a 2/3 health thing. Alright. Yeah, there we go. He's running away, which is why I didn't want to use my Rune of Speed. This guy's doomed. That lady's back somehow. That rune just killed that Death Hag. Oh, Cowardly Thanes are routing. Cowardly Thanes. I'm kind of surprised these units are hanging in there after that big burst of damage. That is looking like GG. Thork did fine, Double Thanes did fine, Flame Cannons did pretty well overall. Rangers got shut down immediately, and Dwarf Warriors, they held. They did their best. But Hargoneth Executioners actually didn't get that much value. I think it was mostly just Manticores routing shit off. Yeah. Not a lot of God of value. It was just route something and chase it off the map forever. GG, well played. Okay, Stallion Tomb. Maps set, Skaven, small map, Dark Elves. Let's go Wood Elves on a small map. We'll see. Probably just go Skaven anyway. Just because I feel like playing them. I think we'll only go Dark Elves if he goes Chaos. Otherwise, I'd rather just play Skaven at the moment. How's the other side of the bracket going? Phoenix King and Tretch are still fighting. So we don't know what the fate of Cal Harmon is yet. At this rate, I'll message Cal Harmon and say, if you don't get your opponent in like 5 minutes, wait for us. Where is Cal? I messaged him recently. There he is. Can you wait for stream? Ice and I will be done probably soon. He is 1-0 up at the moment. Chaos. I don't want to deal with Chaos right now. Oh god, they're just going to use Spawn and all that garbage. All that garbage! And Zarthoriel? Yeah, dude, I'm not fucking dealing with Zarthoriel. Though I might have to, because I don't really feel like playing Dark Elves either. Oh, Chaos, you're gross. I'll go Skaven, screw it. Screw it! I do what I want. Are sub-factions playable? Like, I hate elves, but Drycha and the Evil Trees are pretty cool. You can play sub-factions, but you can't do... You can't take campaign exclusive units. That's the only thing. But yeah, they're still here. Rubber match? I had Skaven and Dark Elves to pick from, so... It's not looking good. What to take, what to take, what to take. I'll try. I don't have high hopes. So Sarthoriel's kind of a dingus, which means we have to take a Grey Seer. If we don't take a Grey Seer, we're just going to get Final Trance to death. And that is the long and short of that. Although... Yeah, it's a pretty bad matchup. The biggest problem is Arthoriel, because he's fast. He's fast, he's unstoppable, he's unbreakable, and he has a janky-ass hitbox, so even, like, ranged units can't hit him very well. So it's pretty bad. Maybe this. This is a terrible idea. Maybe this. This isn't going to work, but here we are. Okay. Okay. All right. This is terrible. This is a terrible thing that's happening. All of this sucks. But too late, we're in it now. Your guys' stats are shit. I'm not taking you. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I am gonna do that. And that, and that, and that. And do I even want rat ogres? Rat ogres are dumb. And I didn't have wood elves. I had Skaven dark elves to pick from them. Chaos Spawn, Chariots, Skirmish Cav, their infantry are all hard to deal with. Yeah, it's a bad matchup. Thanks for reminding me. I'm not under enough pressure! It's too much pressure! It's too much. Chaos Spawn are the hard part. You good there, bud? Alright, she's fine. What am I doing? Who's around me right now? Stop posting porn. Maybe later. Not now. Probably not later. Probably. I don't know what I want to finish out this build. Stop with the porn. Later. Not now. I need something to do with chariots. Alright, this build's actually almost complete, but I have nothing to stop chariots, and I have 1 unit slot left. I guess the Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep will do okay at that. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes, he said, not very convinced. We'll make Hank Cyrus happy, at least. It's the least we can do. We're using Storm Vermin. We're using Storm Vermin. It's gonna be bad. It's not gonna work. But I'll die happy. Oh, stretch! Oh, it feels good. Oh, that feels good too. Oh. The puppy lady. Look at the puppy lady. Look at. Ed's up there too. I don't know where the camera's angled at the moment because there's a stream delay, but there's a kitty sleeping in the sun. Okay. I have 1,800 troops. He has 900. Great. Pretty sure since it's ice power, it's going to be Sartorial. Sartorial, a bunch of Chaos Spawn, yada yada. Some Forsaken. So, let us put a wide front line. Secondary line to fill in the gaps. And then we'll have Storm Vermin as the back, and they're gonna hope to clean up a bunch of wounded lads. Hopefully. Clean up a bunch of wounded lads. We have Throughout the Unclean to run around, and then my Lord can regen up from Final Transes, which will hopefully be enough to keep him alive. Hopefully. Not super sure about that. And if he takes a fire caster with basic fireball, we're in trouble. But, you know, gotta live. Gotta live a little. Warp Fire Throwers are going to run out there, try to hit some Forsaken or Chaos Marauders or something real quick, and then run back behind the Skaven Slaves. And the Skaven Slaves fall, they'll hopefully get another volley off. Yada yada, and Skaven Slave Slingers, I don't know, shoot Chaos Spawn all game, have fun. We have 1 Rat Ogre, and we have Throat to try to deal with Chariots. Okay, boop, boop, boop. So I need my first line of slaves? No. Okay, we'll do by priority. And then first line of slaves, phew. Second line of slaves, phew. Tertiary line, phew. Ready, ready, good luck, have fun. And see, it's not a box, it just depends on what you're doing. Throt's over on those trees just in case I can get a freebie and make him think I have Snitch instead of Throt. Okay. Cool. Moving up. Sartorial, Manticores, Chaos Marauders, 4 Skirmish Cav. Dogs in the flank. Okay. Not super scared of that. Because they'll get onto Skaven Slave Slingers, and who cares? They're 200 gold worth of who cares. And all that's back there is Storm Vermin. Okay. Flamethrowers, go. Slingers, hold position for a moment. Go, Sling. Go, Sling, go. Pit Fighters, go deal with Sartorial for a little bit. And Throt and the Assassin are also going to come over and start dealing with him. Because screw that guy. Chaos is pulling away. A little bit of an interesting choice. Okay. I do have summons back here for these dogs. I'll move in the Council Guard because he's going to throw Final Trans down pretty soon here, I would guess. Okay. We get one quick charge in, give everybody here more anti-large. But Final Trans is coming, so I gotta be ready to dodge it. Alright, I'm gonna start pulling Prot now. There's the Final Trans, so dodge it, you guys. And start looping around to get ready for it. Okay, that's one very pissed off Manticore. Assassin, come back. You guys keep doing that. Actually, turn and fire at these guys that are going sideways. Throt's currently bodying a Manticore. Assassin's doing his best to free up those guys. Go over here. Storm Vermies. Now this is the part that gets a little tricky with Throt. Casting his heal on him already, just because I need the leadership.
Ah, run! No! No, not like this! What have I done to deserve this fate? Oh no! Oh, Jeezy Pete's! Oh, odds and bodkins!
Okay, now you can turn and fight for a little bit. Assassin, about time. Okay, so we're doing our best over here. Council Guard are a little distracted at the moment. And Sartorial just walks out of there like it's nobody's business, because it is nobody's business. He's Sartorial, he goes where he wants, which is annoying. Throt, how are you doing? Not ideal. Summoned Rat Ogres, fight all this. Let's get some Clan Rats in here to help fight all this. Assassin, go fight that Manticore along with Throt. And we're doing our best. Okay. Throt and the Assassin are doing okay. So we're killing a Manticore out here. We are killing an awful lot of Chaos spawns. Honestly, not going that terribly. Okay, Throt, go fight some dogs for a little bit. Assassin, you try to get one more hit over there, but you can't. So go fight that instead. More fire throwers, you're pretty screwed. And slingers, you keep throwing. Honestly, yeah, okay, you keep throwing. Coming back, coming back. Oh, there's Sartorial. I was kind of wondering where you're going off to. So he killed a lot of the Chaos spawn, which is fine. He still has plenty of skirmish cav, though, and that's pretty annoying. Let's do this. God damn it. Even with Assassin's Trophy, Sartorial hit that charge. I hate him. He is such a bullshit character. Okay, Halberds get in here, save the Plague Priest. Plague Priest pops this, and then also summon on top of those skirmish cav to get them to walk away. And Sartorial slips away again, because of course it does, that bastard. That real piece of shit. Okay. Throt and Assassin try to get out of here. Slingers are still throwing as long as their little hearts can. Let's kill the rampaging Manticore off. We have a summon over there. Warp fire throwers are running. Slingers are running. Storm Vermin here are fighting. And he has another Final Trans coming up soon, so we actually do have to separate out a little bit. You go away. Assassin, if you can pop concealment bombs and just, like, get the fuck out of here, I could use you later. We'll see. The Unbreakable Council Guard are still just running around. Love those guys. Everything's breaking. That's not super great. I have a heal for Throt, which I might have to pop, honestly, pretty soon. Rawr. Throt should get a charge off over there. He is faster than them, but he didn't get a charge off for some reason because, I don't know, speed is a suggestion, and even faster characters can't catch what they need to, I guess. Okay, we're gonna tear off these dogs pretty quick. You, another summon would be nice. Goodbye, terrified dogs. Rear charge over here. Assassin, peace out for a little bit. And warp fire throwers routed as soon as they came back. Alright. Throt's powering through. Let's give Assassin's Trophy to Throt over there. And he missed his only attack yet again. God damn it, Throt. You're such a terrifyingly bad disappointment all the time. I hate you. I hate you. Dude, just move! What are you doing? What is this fumbling about nonsense? Oh my god. Oh my god, Throt. You're a disaster. Everybody turn and kick that guy's ass. You get a quick little chew. Throt is heel capped. But yeah, Throt and the Assassin both missing Sartorial constantly, and Sartorial hitting them constantly, even when I lower his fucking stats, is probably the end of this game, because Sartorial's bullshit! He's bullshit! He's so good. Unbreakable, unhittable, a million missile resist, a really good lore of spells. Bullshit. Stupid, annoying character. And dodge a bunch, but it doesn't matter. Run over here, give ITP an anti-large quick before you die. And there's Final Trans that'll end the game. GG. GG. Sartorial probably has like 600 million value. Only 1600 is kind of surprising. GG. The Skaven Chaos matchup is entirely bad because of Sartorial and Chaos Spawn, but mostly Sartorial. He's just so good. He's so good against them. Okay, value on a lot of units. We didn't use Poison Wind, which we probably should have taken Poison Wind, but I had Elite Infantry, so I didn't really want to Poison Wind them down. Storm Vermin didn't quite pay for themselves, but did okay across the board. Slingers did great. Warp Fire Throwers did fine. Pit Fighters got murdered brutally. Throt heel capped and still got under half of his value. God, Throt's terrible. God, Throt's terrible. Terrible, Lord. Throt equals permabad. See ya. Queek and Thresh wins games? Who's Thresh? I think you're thinking of Tretch. Queek loses to Sartorial pretty hard. It's not ideal. Alright, Tretch has advanced to fight Cal Harmon in other semifinals, so let's go do that. But we had some close-ish games versus Ice Power. Yo, yo. Oh, the scoreboard was still 0-0. Yeah, he 2-0'd. He 2-0'd. Okay, so we need... Oh, I hate when I do that. 0. ODM. Cal Har. And that's as far as I'm going to get in his name. Space, and then Tretch is unaffiliated or AMA, but he's not wearing the tag, so I'll just assume for now he's unaffiliated. But I thought he was AMA. 0. Ready when you are. So it looks like we have Dwarves Chaos. More Dwarves today. Sig and Sarth? No, I hate Sartorial, dude. He has just too much. Oh, okay, I'll give you that. He is very cool looking. I wish he was just... Do Warp Lightning Cans work versus Chaos? No, unfortunately. Sartorial gets knocked down a lot, and that's one of the things that makes Warp Lightning Cannons not work against him. Is it's not good to knock him down when you're trying to deal damage to him. Like, one bolt will knock him down, then the next two will miss. And even then it has 40% missile resist, and I think he has magic resist. I don't remember, but Warp Lightning Cannons do magic damage, so I think they don't do anything against him. And the big problems you got to take out are Forsaken, Chaos Spawn, Chariots, Sartorial. Those are the four big things. Forsaken, you can have Poison Wind. Chaos Spawn, you need Slingers or Stormverm with Halberds. Sartorial, as I just mentioned, the biggest problem about him is you can't catch him, you can't lock him down, you can't kill him. The only guy who can lock him down is Snitch, and I've had some terrible RNG with Snitch recently, also some janky animations with him. And his net on Sartorial doesn't matter, because if Sartorial goes into the charge animation where he flaps his wings and flies, he'll fly while netted. So that doesn't really work. And his final transcast, 2 overcasts will kill Snitch. 1 overcast will terror out him if he's fighting Sartorial when it's overcast. So Sartorial's a big issue for Skaven. You just have nothing that can deal with him. I was hoping Throt could, but as we saw, he couldn't. He just missed too many attacks. Assassin missed too many attacks too. And Sartorial could just wander. And Sartorial is better masked than a Brood Horror, so he can also just push through things you can't. So it's pretty bad. And then what was the fourth thing? Chariots. Rat Ogres do okay. Wolf Rats combined with Rat Ogres do okay against Chariots. But the reason the Chaos matchup is so bad is not because they have one thing Skaven can't deal with. It's because they have so many good things that Skaven have to deal with all of them. Yeah, it's just not. It's not a good matchup. All right, we can focus on the game at hand now, though. What up, Ice Power? Sorry, I'm not feeling good. Sartorial and Sigvald are both covered in lubricants, so slippery. It's true. I prefer fighting Sigvald over Sartorial, personally. At least, like, he's still an infantry character. So, for Tretch, we have Chaos versus Dwarves. It looks like we have a bunch of Chaos Warriors with great weapons, Chaos Marauders with great weapons, and some Forsaken. Pretty standard infantry rush. We have 2 Skirmish Cav, throwing axes for both of them to shoot at Gyrocopters. Throwing axes arcs are terrible against Gyrocopters, but if you get directly underneath them and throw straight up, they can do a lot of damage. We have 2 Chaos Chariots, and we have Zarthoriel the Ever Chicken. On the other side, for Cal Harmon of the Dwarves, we have a line and shot build. So earlier when we were talking about whether to box or not box as Dwarves, this is a time when you don't box because your ranged assets are so wide. I forget who was saying it in chat, but someone was saying it that, like, you spread out your rangers and they do better crossfires. But if you had artillery pieces, he would need to box. But this is a ranged push build. So we have Dwarf Warriors, great weapons, Dwarf Warriors. Longbeards with great weapons on the flanks, Giant Slayers, and strangely enough, minus the blasting charges on the backfield. Curious what he's going to do with them. We do have a Thane. I love Thanes recently. I think they're super cost effective. They're only 500 gold for just a little beat stick that'll do a ton of damage. And we have Thoric Ironbrow with only the Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Aside from the Rune of Doom comes with the Anvil, so he didn't actually pick that one. Interestingly, he didn't also go Rune of Speed, because the Rune of Wrath and Ruin will be on cooldown long after you could have cast a second rune, so curious what he's going to be up to here. Skaven versus Warriors of Chaos is just threat overload, too much to handle? Correct. It's currently my worst matchup as Skaven. I would say of the bad 3, Beastman is the most manageable. Wood Elves is like second from the bottom, and Warriors of Chaos is still the absolute worst. I don't know how to win that one. But yeah, I was playing Ice Power. I was probably going to lose, so I wanted to play Skaven, so I was like, if I'm going to lose anyway, might as well play what I want to play. Did I get you sick during the beauty pageant? Yeah, Murph, you got me sick over the internet. You sent me a virus. Classic Murph. So I was chatting about some other things, but there's not a whole lot to cover at the moment. It's just Chaos advancing on the Dwarves. Now we're getting into the exciting stuff, where now the Rangers and Quarrelers are all in range. Ooh, some of the Quarrelers have great weapons. That'll be interesting if they get into melee with, like, Chariots or something. But all these great weapons are unshielded. Chaos Marauders especially only have 15 armor, so they're taking a ton of damage from the arrows, while the Chaos Warriors are taking a little bit of poke, but as with everything in this game, you can have all the armor in the world, but volume of fire will always do a little bit. And a little bit times a lot ends up being a pretty decent amount. These Chaos Warriors are taking good stuff. And now it looks like Cal Harmon is pulling away. Ekron's Miners are throwing some blast charges always over the front. But I'm kind of curious about this strategy. I mean, it seems to be going okay. Just wondering what the plan is. So if you didn't want them in front, then why were they on the front lines? Ooh, the Chaos Chariots are getting into the cracks. Now the Longbeards are running over, trying to get on top of them, but the Chariots should be able to just pull straight through these Quarrelers and keep going, get away from all these Longbeards. It looks like an overcasted Final Trans already. On the front line from Tretch, trying to hit Thork Ironbrow and these Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. It looks like it's kind of hitting the Echo Miners a little bit too. A decent cast, though Thork is very, very resistant to such things, so didn't take a ton of damage. Chaos has completely overwhelmed this left flank from our current orientation, and the Dwarves are having big troubles. Right flank is largely unopposed. It looks like Tretch did a nice push up the middle and then on the right, and just kind of abandoned the left, which I don't... abandoned the right, which I don't hate. I mean... might as well. Focus your power, not get too spread out. But that does mean the front line got a little bit crumped from all the blasting charges and Rangers firing, and there are 3 unopposed Quarrelers that are just having the time of their life, killing Forsaken and Chaos Warriors and all this nonsense. So I'm a little worried for Tretch at the moment. Dwarves are ahead on the balance of power. Thork's chipper. 1 chariot for Tretch is very healthy, the other one's at about half health, but it does have 3 out of 3 models, so it's still full damage, killing potential. Sartorial's very healthy. And what is this? This is a Rune of Wrath and Ruin, and it does a ton of damage, about half the health of those Chaos Marauders. Yeah. But as with my game earlier, the Dwarves can get a little sketchy once the fighting really starts in earnest. They can lose a lot of balance power quickly if all their ranged assets get killed, but I don't know. Cal Harmon has a lot of great weapons left. So does Tretch, so I guess maybe he doesn't have the infantry advantage just yet. Now the big thing is that there are still 3 Quarrelers left alive and shooting. That's going to be a big problem for Chaos. They're taking a ton of little poke fire, and these Chaos Warriors need to get more involved more quickly. So Thoriel's doing his best to disrupt Quarrelers. He doesn't kill things that fast. He's kind of more of a disruption piece than a real damage piece, but still, if your ranged unit has a Sartorial in it, it's going to have a hard time firing at anything. Now, he is getting crossfired by a whole bunch of Quarrelers. Sure, he has tons of missile resist, but he only has 30 armor, so the poke will eventually add up. Tretch will want to be careful there. One of his chariots is almost out of commission. In fact, it's charging right back into Thork Ironbrow. I'm sure it'll get killed off in just a moment. Other chariots very healthy. These Chaos Forces have to get a lot more aggressive onto these Quarrelers that are just doing so much damage to Sartorial, almost taking him out. He's not an effective combatant anymore. Now he just needs to be kept safe as an unbreakable mage. Chaos is quite far behind on the balance of power. We still have some Chaos Warriors who are doing decent bumping grind, but there's so many Quarrelers left. I think Cal Harmon is going to clinch this out. Probably. I think Sartorial will live. He's just going to have to run away for the rest of his life. Chaos Chariots trying to get through these Dwarf Warriors. Oh, he overcasted right next to Thoric, and that killed him off. That's rest in peace. Without their lord, Chaos's leadership's going to tank. They're going to start breaking across the map. And we'll see army losses coming in pretty soon here, I imagine. Shooting Sartorial with magic damage does nothing. Yeah, I thought he had magic resist. So warp lightning cannons do almost nothing to Sartorial. Alright. Army losses coming in hot. Everybody's blinking at the same time, which usually means the skulls will appear. Boom. You have 60 total wins of magic usually? I think that's correct. And chicken tendies, no. Ugh. Tretch is a homie, so I can't be happy about him losing. But I hate Sartorial, so I have mixed feelings. Mixed feelings about this. Well played by Cal Harmon. Nice spread out build. Quarrelers are great weapons. Oh, it was just 1 to get the variant. Because he can't have 6 Quarrelers, so he just got another one. Curious why I didn't get a Ranger in that case, but teach their own. Quarrelers all did great. Giant Slayers did fine. Longbeards with great weapons did fine. Dwarf Warriors with great weapons did fine. Thane was chilling. Thoric was chilling. It was good. Nice little dwarf build. GG. And my prediction that Ice Power and Cal Harmon will be in the finals is looking pretty good, but let's see if our boy Tretch can come back. We love Tretch in this house. Oh, we have a sleepy pup. Everybody be real quiet. We're gonna... Shh, shut your mouth. Don't want to wake her up.
Look at the sleepy puppy. Look at her. Oh, she's so sleepy. Oh, it's hard being a puppy. Oh, no.
We love the sleepy puppy. Okay, Cal Harmon's hovering Lizardman, so I think something terrible just happened. Beastman Empire, Cal Harmon's going Lizardman. I would guess Tretch is going to go Beastman. That's probably a better matchup, especially on a Stallion Tomb, which is a small map. You can see it over there. Tretch is actually going to go Empire. Very bold, very interesting. I like it. We're going to see what he does here. Dwarf Victory for Utari. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I hate Thorgrim, so good riddance. Quarreler Armor seems far superior to Ranger Stock here. Why is that? I'm curious. Because Chaos is going to bring a bunch of stuff with armor piercing anyway, right? Chetch, yeah. Hubby certainly started looking better. I don't know what I did. Oh, yeah, if you're wondering why the camera's off to my side sometimes. Because that camera up there is the one I use when Hazel's not going to be in the room. But this side camera is what I use when Hazel might be in the room because, you know, I can't move that one. I can move this one to show you how cute Hazel is, but I can't move that one. If you're ever wondering, it's like, oh, he's doing the desk one today. It's because Hazel might be around. Contende, how's it going? It's good. It's good. We won the first round. We lost the second round to Ice Power, so no real shame there. It's rare Warriors of Chaos didn't win for Gore Beast. True. You got a point there. Alright, stock isn't worth anything if they rush in. Alright, I accept your point. I'm curious though with the Quarreler with the Great Weapon, how much is that thing? It's Quarreler's Great Weapons? 600, so you could save like 75 gold. What did you do? Did Murph say chicken tendies? No, and I realized it must have been Sartorial. It was Sartorial. He got ganked. He got ganked. I need a French to English. Okay. Enter text in English. You insulted him. Copy paste. Tretch is French, by the way. Okay, copy paste that. No, you did this. Google Translate. It's a hell of a drug. I speak a decent amount of German and English, but not French. Oui. Is it we with one eye or two eyes? We. Let's say yes. Oh, God, I spelled it wrong. It's O-U-I. All right, French, just use all the vowels. That's fine. Don't leave any vowels for anybody else, you French. Okay, chat. Cyrus saying it's max 3 chariots now. He's living embodiment of tendies, according to my worldview. True. So when skirmish cap to 4. If only, dude. Did I get my t-shirts yet? I did not, battle tutorial. I did not. I'm sorry. Guten Abend, Seife. Wie geht's? Well, I should say wie geht es dir. I guess we're not that familiar. Stick with the Z. Oui, oui, boom, boom. Yeah. No, Google Translate. It helps. It's a good time. I wonder if... There's a lot of Russian players in the scene that speak pretty decent English, so I wonder if they just Google Translate or if they actually all know English decently well. Saying how he speaks English is a bit of a stretch. I'm a stretchy guy, Murph. Stretchy guy. So can Tretch win this as Empire versus Lizardman on a small map versus ODM frickin' Cal Harmon? That is a lot of things stacked against you. Bad matchup, bad map. Big, bad, bald-haired man. Polite form is Vigate S. Enon. Oh, true. I'm sorry, small deer. Je me pose trop. French, human boy. Oh, crap. Now I have to find out what that is. Because I don't know how to say your name because it's literally just a series of letters. I mean, I guess everything in every language is a series of letters. I don't really like French, human boy. Oh, okay. First Demons gameplay, and we already speak in languages. Yes, we speak in tongues. Boom, blockers down. So Cal Harmon has a shit ton of Ripperdactyls. I don't believe in this. I don't think this is a thing. I don't think this is gonna work, Cal. I'm scared. Alright. Shogunate, a lot of people in the East, such as you, speak decent English just because we had to. Oh. Well, I'm sorry my language was forced upon you. I know history was not... The historical Brits were not kind to the rest of the world, but... Sorry. I mean, I guess I'm American, so... We're historically not nice to the current world, so... Doing our best. Tic-tac-toe. 4 Ripperdactyls. Yep, 4 Ripperdactyls. We do have a Heavens Caster without the lore passive. He has Harmonic Convergence and Wind Blast. We have 4 Skink Javelin Throwers. We have 5 Saurus Warriors with shields, all of them, I believe. And then we have 2 Skink Hordes on the far sides. For the Empire and the Ledea. We have War Wagons, War Wagons, War Wagons. Hold up. Okay, I'll deal with this in a second. Spearmen, halberds, spearmen. So it's a bunch of spearmen and halberds, a couple war wagons, some outriders with grenade launchers that are going to do great damage to the Saurus. Volkmar the Grim, because he can clear out anything. We have Manticore Caster, and that's about it. Okay, I gotta check fruit rules, hold on. Ripperdactyls against Empire? I don't believe in it, but the argument for why you would do it would be their armor piercing's pretty good against Empire Cav. And they can take out archers pretty well. They can take out infantry pretty well. Their damage is good against everything the Empire has. The problem is that they're really squishy. So it's hard for me to make a case for it when I don't believe in it. Okay. Yeah, so Tretch has 4 chariots. Do you care if Tretch has 1 too many chariots? If Cal Harmon says no, we can proceed. If he cares, we'll have Tretch put one of them in the back corner. But technically, War Wagons are all 3 chariots, and Volkmar the chariots. That's 4. Current limit's 3. I don't think Cal Harmon will care, but we gotta, we gotta give him the thing. Okay, so Cal Harmon's thinking. I rarely meet Germans who are 35 or younger whose English is not very, very good. Yeah, Germans are great at it. That was kind of the funny thing about going to live in Germany for a couple months after we went on a high school trip where I had an exchange family. And everyone was so excited that I was American. There, he's fine with it. But everyone was so excited that I was an American. They're like, let me try out my English. I want to know how good my English is. And I'm like, dude, I'm here to speak German. Stop talking English to me. They were nice, though. We stayed up near Bremen. It was good. It was good stuff. The North Sea was kind of cool. Cold as shit, though. Though I'm from Minnesota, so I guess home sweet home. One American's strength is their ignorance of rules outside of their country. That's pretty funny. Okay. Sudden lag spike. So I guess I'll keep reading chat while we think about that. Nope. We're making it. We're making it through. War wagons don't count. Screwed that noise. They're technically chariots. Ice Power's not happy about that rule. That dude loves war wagons. Alright. Skirmish phase enabled by the Empire. War Wagon's getting little bits of poke off. I swear the game volume's really low for me. Oh, that might be too high. I'll do that. Okay. So these grenade guys ran out for a second and they got shot in the face with a bunch of javelins and they ran away. War Wagons do good armor piercing damage, but they don't really take out hordes that well, so they're just getting some free little poke onto Saurus. But the thing with War Wagons against Outriders is they don't die as easily. They're just consistent poke, where Outriders are kind of boom or bust. If you're not careful with them, they can die very quickly, but they can also get a lot more DPS out quicker. Grenade launchers have fallen back to kill their own Sigmar's sons because, I don't know, reasons. But they will do good damage on the Saurus now that they're nice and safe from the Jav Throwers. Jav Throwers are doing a lot of damage to the Flagellants, and a good Wind Blast takes out the Sigmar's Sun. So Cal Harmon is very effectively killing the Unbreakable troops. The only problem is that they're unbreakable, so you gotta kill literally all of them. Grenaders are taking out the Central Saurus, and War Wagons are poking the Ripperdactyls. Now, the Ripperdactyls haven't seen a whole lot of action yet, but they are going to start now. They'll dive in onto the War Wagons, and they have excellent, excellent armor piercing, so they are going to go to town on these War Wagons that are usually quite tanky. But Empire Knights will stream in and try to lock them up. It looks like the Empire is summoning a Manticore in the backfield, and the Empire Knights have already swooped in to try and start dealing with these Ripperdactyls. This is the big push by Cal Harmon. If it doesn't work, I think he is going to peter out and start to lose the game, so it's kind of all or nothing on these Ripperdactyls taking out a bunch of stuff. One War Wagon is already down, which is quite good, and it's even losing models already, down to 2 out of 3, so that's a lot of damage potential missing, but it will escape with just 1 model lost. Got it. Ripperdactyls on the other side, killing more War Wagons, getting attacked by a Manticore. They are about to break. I'm worried about the Lizardmen's staying power. Saurus are doing well-ish against the Unbreakable troops, but they're just not getting anywhere very quickly, and Empire Knights are mopping up a lot of the Ripperdactyls on the inside. And they're not getting out scot-free, or a lot of the Empire Knights in here you can see have taken pretty good damage from the Ripperdactyls with their incredible armor-piercing values. The Empire Knights honestly shit melee stats. Empire Knights rely heavily on their armor to be tanky, which Ripperdactyls go... Good job, bro. These Outriders with grenade launchers are going to have quite a bad time until something can come bail them out. It looks like they're just going to run away from the Ripperdactyls. Volkmar chased off some skinks, and he's coming back. Saurus are winning across the front line. But the Empire's holding on somehow to the balance of power until a nasty Wind Blast takes out almost 2 full Spearmen and Halberdier units. Balance of power is actually liking the Empire in this, and I have to take a good hard look to figure out whether I agree. Volkmar's very healthy. How's Tic-Tac-Toe? He's fine. War Wagons. Okay. We have 8 out of 9 models left alive, so that actually is pretty good for the Empire. They're good on ammo. Where are those grenade launchers? Ah, here they are. But them breaking is going to be a big win for the Lizardmen. You can see now the balance of power starts to tip in their favor as this very, very full-on ammo grenade launcher unit is going to run away. And without the grenade launchers, actually, the Saurus might be hard to deal with. Volkmar is great at taking out infinite infantry, but he needs time. And this is not a build meant to give him time. Cal Harmon's trying to win fast. Tic-Tac-Toe getting poked by War Wagons a little bit. It's decent poke. There's no healing on his roster for him, so that's good. Saurus are finishing off the last of the front line. They're starting to crush in now, but there's not a whole lot here for them to get. I mean, War Wagons can just drive away. So that is one nice thing for Tretch, is he's not defending anything. Volkmar gets a nasty Soulfire bombardment onto 2 infantry units. Terror routing off one, routing off another. Pretty good. Another Manticore summon in for the Empire is going to have to do a lot of work, but Tretch and the Ripperdactyls are taking out the healthiest War Wagon that there was. Actually, wait, this was the healthy one. That one was the 3 models, but injured one. Got it. Manticore's going to dive in and get a nasty hit onto Tic-Tac-Toe. If he gets another one, that's actually going to be a big problem. Oof, and these Empire Knights might try to pin him in while War Wagons are poking in. Oh, this could be huge for Tretch. Tretch might make a big comeback play around now. War Wagon's still poking in. Empire Knight's holding this guy in place, but the Manticore's actually about to break, which is a little shocking. As the I mean, it's getting teamed up on by like 7 Ripperdactyls. I guess that is pretty good. Surprised the Ripperdactyls haven't broken, honestly, but Tic-Tac-Toe is taking a lot of punishment around here. How's Volkmar? Totally fine. Beastcaster's running away, but he's useless now. He's used both his Manticore summons, and he has no other spells bound to him, so he's out of the game. Doesn't matter. We do have some Ripperdactyls just chilling that should probably go after these War Wagons, but I think Cal is microing Tic-Tac-Toe pretty heavy, trying to get him out of here. Manticore's hanging on. He's now starting to chase off these Ripperdactyls. Didn't kill any of them so far, though, so good for him. What can kill Volkmar? Tic-Tac-Toe? I mean, that's kind of it. Ripperdactyls will do okay versus him. I think if he saves the Soulfire bombardment, though, Soulfire will still do a lot of damage to them. Multiple of the big white things will hit each Ripperdactyl model, do good stuff. Are all chariots limited to 3 now? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, juicy banishment here from Volkmar, taking out a lot of Saurus warriors, rampaging some other ones. Halberdiers are still fighting on the edges here. But Calharman is pulling further ahead on the balance of power. These war wagons are doing their best to shoot some stuff, but they're shooting Saurus warriors, which isn't great. They'll probably want to try to shoot these Ripperdactyls if they can. And the Beastcaster does rally because the Skink cohorts that were chasing him are stopped since he was routing. Routing units cannot see stocked units. War wagon's going to get dove on. I think when they get taken out, it's going to be just Volkmar versus the world. And the world's kind of a big place, but Volkmar's a big guy. I don't think he has it. I don't think, but I've doubted Volkmar before. Windblast is sick here. Yeah, it's doing great. Nice Soulfire Bombardment. Takes out a whole bunch of Saurus. That one's probably going to rout. No, they're hanging on. They're hanging in there. Why the fudge did I miss this Ripper game? I don't know, Blackthorn. That's on you. I have no control over this. And he's going to save the Halberdiers with the Grand Shield of Faith and the leadership buff from Volkmar coming nearby. A rear charge is going to rout off some things. And he's hanging on to these Halberdiers, but I don't think he's hanging on to this game as the last of the War Wagons is routing. Beastcaster's routing, and now it literally is just Volkmar and some Halberdiers. One more Wind Blast is actually going to take these guys out. Right down that nice clump. Do it. Do it, Calharman. End him. Though he might be saving his Winds of Magic for harmonic convergences, but still, do it. Do it anyway. Break his spirit. These little Halberdiers doing their best to fight the big old Saurus. And now without 20% damage resistance, they'll probably take enough damage that they'll actually break. Oh, I thought it wore off. Never mind, it's still there. Eh, they broke anyway. Volkmar's healing cap is within sight. Though I wouldn't give up if I were Tretch. He's quite far behind on the balance of power, but Volkmar can still heal a lot. And there's not a ton here that can take him out, so... I mean... I would stick it through. We're going to see if he'll FF. Even as tic-tac-toe. The Grand Theogenes must prevail. I mean, he might. If I were him, I would take Volkmar and go break off these skinks rather than sitting in this awkward formation with the Saurus, because you could go attack a skink to fulfill the attacking rule, come back, charge into these Saurus, because you really want to charge. Sitting here and grinding with them is not great, because Volkmar's defensive stats are abysmal. It's only 20 melee defense. So they are getting good damage as he's sitting here and fighting. Ooh, and with Harmonic Convergence on top of them, they have 54 melee attack. Yeah, Volkmar should run away from the Harmonic Convergence Saurus and go rout off some skinks, but it's looking like GG Willplade's coming in. And Tretch will withdraw. So it's going to be Calharman versus Ice Power. Oh, but Tretch put up a good fight. Put up a good fight. Oh, one Saurus with 1,700 value. Jesus Christ. Skinks did okay. They paid for themselves. Rippers, mixed, but overall good. Tic-Tac-Toe did, fine. He was still alive. Volkmar the Dank got almost 1,700, pretty good. Caster's not going to get any value because it summoned 2 Manticores, but the Manticores I saw did a lot of damage. You just don't get to see their value. Sigmar's Sons died, and War Wagons did fine. GG, well played. Okay, I'll host this one up. Host. Ice. Har. Battle. Host game to spectator. Done. Is he allowed to leave the fight if there's only a unit left? I was told he's not allowed to a while ago. I'm pretty sure that's changed, that you can choose which units you're fighting. Like, you can't just cycle charge, but what I was saying is he could have Volkmar pick to go fight a skink, route that skink, charge the Saurus, and then hopefully have Soulfire Bombardment up, break them off, that kind of thing. Okay, Calharman, boom. And then Ice Power, I don't know why I couldn't find him last time, but I'll just invite him. Ice, there you go. Invite to lobby. Hey, hey. So now I need to decide on maps. Maps will be Oakenhammer. Nobody hates Oakenhammer. Then we will do a map with some forest. Tower of Hoeth, because I like to get a diversity of maps. So we have a medium-sized map nobody hates. We have a medium-sized map with forests, so we need either a small or a large map to finish off the diversity. A small or a large map nobody hates. Eschen. Eschen's good. Start when ready. Okay. And I have to list all of the maps out because some people might be like, you know, oh, well, I want to play Skaven. If I see those 3 maps, it's like, okay, I either got to get Skaven out in round 1 or 2 because they're not as good on Eschen kind of thing. So they do want to know the maps ahead of time. And I put off putting those maps up because I forgot to until the tournament had already started. So that's my bad. Tower of Hoes. When so Masters of Hoes become the Ho Masters of Hoes. Shrine of Cain. What is that? Altar of Ultimate Darkness is the classic meme map that I actually had to play with Anticity on. Though thankfully it was a quest battle, so he had to play with me and not against me. Alright. We'll do the puppy cam. Hi, puppy. Hi, pupper. Now that I put the camera on you, are you going to get up and come over here and want some love? Every fucking time. Hi, doggo. Alright, what do we have? I gotta update the thing, don't I? So Cal Harmon stayed in the same place. Where's my letter? There we go. XMT, Ice, Power, TW. Almost fits, but not quite. So we'll just go XMT, Ice Power versus ODM Kalahar. Cool. Blocker is up. And what are they saying? Wood Elves, Dwarves. Ice Power goes Beastmen, Dwarves. That's interesting. I also like Dwarves into Beastmen recently. I'm curious what Cal Harmon's build's going to look like, if it looks anything like mine. Cal Harmon's a better player than me, so I feel pretty comfortable talking about what I like. If I know what a player takes in a matchup, I won't talk about it in case someone's listening, but like, I have no idea what Cal Harmon takes. I usually like a cannon to shoot chariots. Thoric Ironbrow, double Thane can actually put a hurt on Torox if he jumps in there with the Rune of Doom, and Rune of Speed paired up gives like 98 melee attacks. Then even if he pops Brass Body, your Thanes will hit him every time. That's pretty good. And then I like some Long Beards of Great Weapons, some Thunders to shoot at Manticores and Harpies and stuff. I found it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, against Beastmen, you know, it's an even-ish matchup if you do it that way. And Beastmen being super strong, you know, even's fine. But it's weird, though, because I think Wood Elves into Beastmen is super favored. Bobman has convinced me of that. Sisters are just too hard to deal with for the Beastmen. But strangely, Cal didn't want to take it.
Puppy, come here. Come here. Why you want to upset me? Come here. Come here, puppy. Oh, come here, puppy. Yes.
So we'll see. It's a shame because Ice Power loves Dark Elves but ends up having to main greenskins. Ice Power plays whatever's meta, but he always plays a little bit of Dark Elves. Dark Elves are pretty meta now. You will say you would like to not see Thoric. That's the problem, though. Thoric is so good. He's so good. Because he's a caster. And a regular runesmith costs like 1,000 some gold. But Thoric costs 1,600. He has armor piercing, which is kind of crazy. He's super tanky. So you just get like too much to not take him. Armor piercing, magic damage, caster, nearly unbreakable. Very hard to hit, very hard to kill. AoE miscast chance for any casters that try to use spells near him. He's just too good. Also, the global Rune of Doom, the 24 melee attack and cause fear, is huge for dwarves because they're usually, before Thoric was a thing, dwarves were balanced around having low melee attack, high melee defense, high armor, and they were slow. So they would hold forever. But if you suddenly give them 24 melee attack globally, they can actually start winning fights that they shouldn't. So then they get strong. They're just strong melee combatants overall with Thoric. That's tricky. The high elf matchup got harder for me specifically because I used to do a White Lion rush that I liked a lot, like the infantry White Lions of Krace. But Longbeards with great weapons with a Rune of Doom just murder White Lions. It's abysmal. So Thoric's just too good. And the other dwarves are overcosted. Belagar is okay, but Grombrindle specifically is so expensive for just kind of... He's a good melee lord, but they took his Flash Bomb. They took his best ability, and then they made him more expensive. So Grombrindle just like got double hit, and now he kind of sucks. There's one matchup that I still like to take him in. But that's kind of a specific cheese thing. Like, that's more of a cheese thing than me thinking Grombrindle's good. It's just, if they're not ready for it, but no, he sucks. You think with the recent changes, Beastmen have been toned down a lot? One less Chariot and can't SEM blob. They have been toned down a lot. I think they are good changes. I still think they're a strong faction, though. Yeah. I think with obvious bias, but if you want my opinion has bias, I think Wood Elves are the strongest faction right now, and I think Chaos and Beastmen are tied as like right behind them. But I think Wood Elves are the strongest after the nerfs to Beastmen through the rules. And Chaos got kind of sideswiped by the rules because of the Chariot limit. They had some matchups they like to take a lot of Chariots in, and now they can only take 3. But Wood Elves are still super good. Rune of Doom should have a limited number of charges. It should. You know why? Because it's literally the same ability as Imric's Dragonhorn, but Imric's Dragonhorn is expensive and has only 3 charges. So it's like silly. It's the silliest thing in the world that Imric has charges and the Rune of Doom doesn't. I don't know. I think either neither should have charges or ideally both should have charges. Because the thing with Imric's Horn is I've never seen a game where he wanted 4 casts. Like 3 is fine because he's usually doing it in a rush build. But dwarves, games last forever. Honestly, that wouldn't be too big of a nerf though, because 3 charges takes a while to get off. I usually get off 2, but it's a thought that counts. So we have a kitty now, and we have a puppy who's very excited about this kitty being here, and I have to cast a game. Let's do this. Does the miscast chance even apply when not overcast? Thoric forces an overcast no matter what, as far as I understood. A global Reichland Runefang would be stupid, but that's also what Rune of Doom might as well be. It's true. Let's go Wood Elves. Murph, your favorite factions now meta? I think, like, see, that's the thing, is I think that, and I hate Wood Elves, but I think it's reasonable to say that they're strong. I don't think that's just me being like, I hate them, so they're the best faction. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, legitimately, I think there's an argument to be made that they're the best right now. Or at least up there. Dun, 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 dun. Give it max 4. Dwarves versus Beastmen. Rip. Into Dowie, it was really strong. Maiden. Yes. Viking, I do have a kitty. And we have Hazel in the hallway laying down. Puppy kitty bark, meow bark. Got it. Alright. Builds have kind of... I don't usually like to start casting right away because everybody's moving their shit and it's hard to keep track of what's going on. So, now this is solidified a little bit. Looks like we have quadruple Slayer from Cal Harmon, including the Dragonback Slayers. We have 1 Quarreler, 1 Ironbreaker, Dwarf Warriors in the front, 4 Miners of Blasting Charges, 2 Cannons. I like the Cannons a lot. I did mention that. We have Belagar Ironhammer to be a nice cheap lord, and Longbeards with great weapons. I am already concerned that nothing here can kill Torox, but we will see. I don't hate it. For Ice Power, we have Morgar the Shadowgave for Chaos Spawn Summons. We have a Wargore on foot. We have a Braciaman of Beasts with Manticore Summon and Amber Spear. Then we have Gore Herds, Ungor Spearman Herds spread across the front line. And then we have 3 Ungor Raiders. We have some Chaos Warhounds with Poison, double Harpy, double Manticore, and 1 Razorgore Chariot. Nice, nice. Top 3 in your opinion is Beastmen, Wood Elves, and then Chaos/Dark Elves. I think you're ignoring the Lizards. I think Lizards are good. I just don't think they're top 3. Like, all 3 of the factions that Rusty mentioned, and then Dark Elves, I guess, I think are better than Lizardmen at the moment. I would say Lizardmen are a 5th behind those 4 factions. Lizardmen are 5th. And I talked about it with Contende a little bit. Ice Power disagreed, but I think Empire is also pretty sneaky about being good. Like, if you're good with Empire, you could take most matchups quite comfortably. I think the meta's actually in a pretty decent state, though. Besides Norska, who's shit tier, I think a lot of factions are decent. Like, manageable. I don't think anyone right now is as OP as Greenskins were in their height, you know what I mean? So I think, like, while I think Wood Elves are the strongest right now, I also think Wood Elves are beatable. You know? You can take them. They don't just run away with games. And the big thing about Wood Elves that's cool right now, compared to the Greenskin meta, is there's a lot of things they can take. You know, it could be Triple Way Watcher, it could be a Glade Guard, Pike and Shot build, it could be a Cav Rush, it could be Sisters, it could be Drycha, like... So at least the meta isn't currently. There's one build that you always take against any faction and win. So that'll give the Wood Elves, as they have nice, like, diversity. And when people kite me, it's well known that I fucking hate it, but it's not all Wood Elves are. Okay, so the front lines are closing in. Ice Power going for, like, an off-kilter walk at them. Looks like the Miners of Blast charges are going to turn from Cal Harmon and get some decent shots off here, but they're Ungors. I don't think Ice Power cares too much that they're about to get bombed to hell, though that is about 200 gold value right away. Ungor Raiders getting in range. They're going to do good damage to Slayers if he can get to them, but it looks like Cal Harmon has them pretty well back. The Beastmen taking a ton of damage at the very start. It's a little brutal. But we will see. These Quarrelers are firing into the side of Gore Herds with shields, so pretty soon their shields will stop mattering, and Ungor Raiders are getting in there. Wargore is down to already, like, half health-ish. I thought that was going to hit. There we go. Half health after getting shot by cannons. So that might be a hero in the dumps. In fact, he's going to break right about now. So that is a big sad. Harpies fighting Ironbreakers. They are getting crushed, and I think the Beastmen are in rough straits at the moment. The Razor Gore Chariot's going to have to do a lot of work, so they're losing a lot of things. Feral Manticore has been summoned. It's now going to go after these Quarrelers, I would bet. Not really sure. Morgar's taking a bunch of punch. Now, one thing we haven't seen is either of the Chaos Spawn summons, so that's coming eventually. Wargore is broken. He's probably going to die from one more cannon shot to him. Probably. Morgar's now taking some shots from cannon, and I guess that's a decent poke, but he has really good missile resist. So he's going to be just fine. Manticore's attacking the Quarrelers, keeping them a little occupied until Slayers come over and beat the shit out of it. Real Manticores are over here fighting these Gore Herds, and I would like to see Slayers come and fight it, and as I say that, they start to. The first Chaos Spawn summon is out. I don't know if this was a unit that was low enough that got turned into a spawn, or if this was the natural summon. They're going to have to get active pretty quick. Ice Power's right flank, where most of his troops were, is doing very well. His left flank is kind of falling apart. Cal Harmon's forces across the board are having a little bit of a hard time, but now we're getting into the Longbeards, we're getting into the Slayers part, so a lot of his chaff is dead, but his better units are still alive and kicking, and both his cannons are still online, along with his Quarrelers, which could be a big problem. Razor Gore Chariot's trying to fight against the Longbeards, the Great Weapons. It is not going well for them at all, and these cannons could even turn and fire on it if they wanted to. I'm a big advocate for manual firing chariots in melee. Wargore's back. He's fighting some Slayers, which is a decent fight for him, honestly. He's doing okay. Has pretty good melee stats. And Chaos Spawn are going to sprint into those Slayers, try to kill them. Now the Slayers, they won't break from rear charge, but they're just trying to do some good damage. Both the real Manticores, neither of which are summoned, are going to go fight these Ironbreakers along with Morgar. That might be a problem. I don't know if I like that. The Manticores don't do great damage versus Ironbreakers. They're a little too tanky. Now Belgar's even running in. And this whole time, I mean, you have cannons and Quarrelers fighting. Whereas in our game, Ice Power was very good at shutting down my ranged assets. This game, it feels like he's just going front to back, which could be a problem. Because he's killing all of the front line, but the front line's job is to be killed, so he's letting it do its job. Here now we start to get some of what he was doing to me. Harpies maybe getting on these cannons? I don't really know what they're doing. But they need to stop this stuff from firing. It's doing tons of damage. Belagar is putting the hurt down on Morgar. I'm surprised he doesn't have Revenge Incarnate. I kind of like that. I think that's the one that gives him some melee attack. But him, plus these Ironbreakers, are killing Morgar and this Manticore that's now Rampage. You can see this other Manticore's charging back in, but I don't really agree with fighting those Ironbreakers at all. And yeah, the Quarrelers are still happy and healthy. Both the cannons are happy and healthy. Fourth Manticore has hit the board. Is coming back. Morgar can run away and heal. That is a good thing. Ungor Raiders are all still alive, and they are killing some Slayers. That's pretty good. Cannons are still alive. That Razor Gore Chariot, if it takes a couple more cannon hits, it might just rout off. It's down to 2 out of 3 models. It's doing okay. I'm a little worried the Beastmen are going to run out of steam, but they have, I mean, Unger Raiders have decent ammunition, especially this one, so they might be able to poke and prod for the rest of time. Summon Manticore is going to go away. These Harpies are diving in to shut down the cannons. They will knock them off the cannons pretty quickly, especially when attacking from the side like that. And maybe they'll be okay. Quarrelers are firing at something, I don't really know what. This guy, I guess he has Amber Spear left, so might as well take him out. But he's used both of his Manticore summons, so he's probably pretty low on mana. Regardless, Wargore is going to rout yet again. Kind of surprised he's not shattered at this point. 50 health left on him. I don't think he's coming back. A bunch of chaff is routing off. Ironbreakers are very healthy and happy. One cannon is healthy and happy. The other cannon has been shut down, but these Harpies are going to get pulled away by Slayers, and that cannon will definitely rally in the backfield in just a little bit. Now, Ice Power is doing a pretty cool little move here, moving his Razor Gore up underneath this cliff face. It makes that other cannon have a hard time hitting it. But I don't know, man. It's looking rough for the Beastmen. Ice Power really wants to kill these Iron Breakers, and it's just not happening. I guess he's also going for Belagar, which is also not happening. He's too tanky. Which, I mean, that's like his whole thing. Belagar's by no means OP. It's just opting into what the dwarves want you to do. Yeah. I don't see a whole lot left for the Beastmen here. I think they're doomed. Tough time. Tough time. Morgar's about to break. In fact, I'm kind of surprised he hasn't yet. He's somehow hanging on. And I don't know, did his second Chaos Spawn summon go off and I just missed it? Or is there still one out there for if somebody gets low? But with Morgar breaking, Cannon's still online, Quarreler's still full health. I mean, they're almost out of ammo, but still, there's a ton of Slayers. I think Cal Harmon has got this. I think. Hi, kitty. Loves you. You're a good boy. One Razor Gore Chariot left. It's going to break too in just a second here. And that is GG. Oh, those are Iron Breakers. Okay, see, that makes sense. If he didn't know they were Iron Breakers, that makes a lot more sense. Because I'm like, why? Why are you here? Don't fight them. Oh, God. Must have thought they were just Dwarf Warriors. Hi, kitty. Hello. 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 Yes. Oh. Look at this little guy. Look at him. He's just loving his life. All right, for Cal, Belagar paid for himself and more. Good shit. Good shit. Longer's a great open. Struggled a little bit. Slayers did what they had to. Yeah, these Ironbreakers got 2,000 value fighting everything they wanted to. And Cannons were left up firing the whole game. Quarrelers too. All right, Morgar, not a lot of value. Wargore, not a lot of value. Beastcaster got 2 Manticores off, but that's not going to show. Gore Herds all died horrifically. Unger Raiders honestly got less value than I would have thought for firing all game. And Manticores didn't get a whole lot of value either. Razor Gore Chariots did their best, but as Ice pointed out, he didn't know that they were Iron Breakers. Okay. Blocker back up. Though I suppose I haven't clicked on anybody's build, so I actually don't need it. Go away, Blocker. Go away. So, Tower of Hoth. Goodbye, kitty. Tower of Hoth. Maps up. All right. How's chat doing? Skinks, Wood Elves. Okay. Okay. Oh wow, chat really popped off. Okay. Lizards are top tier, so that's where we left off. Wargore, yeah, it was surprising. It didn't get much done. Empire's amazing, but they're always a contender, except versus Dowie. That's true. I think the Empire is good. Just take Wood Elves over them in most matchups. Yeah, I wasn't saying they're top tier. I just think they're surprisingly good. Still away, so I can film. Doors not going to just kind of sick at Fort Huskars. Yeah. They're just talking about the meta. What else of variety like Empire, while Greenskins were just Stone Troll, Skirmish Cav, Grom, and Win? Yeah. The game's the most balanced it's been since I've started playing with the new rules. I would agree, Maiden. I would agree. Hazel. She's trying to sleep. Don't scratch at the door. Problem for Wood Elves or forests are broken and therefore banned, and maps are generally too small to kite effectively. I could agree. Goji talking about Vampire Coast when no one else is. Goji, you should be ashamed of yourself. They are the forbidden faction. You do not talk about Coast. Boom. Boom. Skaven was pretty ridiculous during the Skaven only DLC. Yeah, the Skaven being OP was the dark times, because then I couldn't play them. They were always banned. Showtime showing up to support Kel Harmon. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, Goji, I'd agree. Vampire Coast at their height were also pretty ridiculous, and so were Skaven. It's just the Grom. The reason the Grom meta, in my opinion, stood out so much is how long it lasted. There was a huge drought between DLCs, and then Grom didn't get nerfed. That was the big thing. Is when the next DLC came out, Grom didn't get nerfed, like at all. So then his meta perpetuated through a long drought and then through a second DLC. Because I think it was the Shadow and the Blade. I don't remember, but I remember the DLC that came out right after the Warden and the Paunch didn't take greenskins off of top tier. So I think people were just permanently burnt out from the greenskin meta. Satsuma was really good at greenskins. He won faction wars even without taking Grom because he was a Skarsnik enjoyer. He kind of, whenever I talked to him about it, he was usually like, I just don't like Grom because he's too strong. It's pretty much always been like that. Probably continue. Yeah. If I was a greenskin player, that's not really true. Depends what you mean, Showtime. But like, in general, greenskin players, like, in general, Satsuma did different stuff and he still won. So there was multiple ways to play greenskins. But most people you ran into on the ladder or on quick battles or in tournaments and all that shit, most people just went 6 skirmish cav, Grom, River Troll, Hag, Stone Trolls. So like, the community in general got tired of their shit. Even if greenskins had other things they could do, greenskin players in general weren't doing them. Like, I played against Void Balls a lot in that era, and pretty much every game between us was him Spirit Leech kiting my Giselles and shit. 1 second.
Hey, buddy guy.
What up?
Am I interrupting something?
I'm streaming at the moment, but we're in the build phase, so it doesn't really matter.
Call me when you're available. Chat.
Okay. That's ominous. Are you pregnant?
It might be yours. No, I just want to talk about streaming in general and that D&D stuff that we were talking about earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call you then.
Alright, it doesn't matter when.
Alright. Boy.
Alright, later.
That was Emmer Overlord, if anybody knows who he is from the streams. He's my buddy. Satsuma played off. Oh yeah, Satsuma showed me how to play Wurzag, and Wurzag's so fun. The only problem with Wurzag is basic Fireball or Spirit Leech, 2 of the most meta spells in the game, completely wreck him. But if you're playing a faction that doesn't have those, I love Wurzag. He's so fun. So fun. I'm almost caught up. Belgar P. Happy not to see Thoric or Gyro spam. I would agree. No Graveguard Great Weapon share an icon with another VC unit. Do they? I didn't think they are. Where are we at with the bracket? Oh, this is finals. This is finals. Okay, and I'm caught up with the chat, so I can see Blackthorn. To be honest, what kills me most about Greenskins is seeing a rush faction be using skirmish so much. Kind of worries you cast. That was a big thing. Dude, that was my thing with Lizardmen and Greenskins, is in the height of their power, it's like, oh fuck yeah, we have this dinosaur faction who's got big dinosaurs. You've got Saurus who are badass. You've got Crocosaurs who are badass. Greenskins, you've got the orcs, the boys, the Wa. You got giants, you got big spiders, you got all this badass shit. You got Grimgor and motherfucking Ironhide. And then the 2 metas that they were strong, Skink spam, Goblin spam. Fine. Use the shit units. Use the shit units. God damn it. Fucking. When are Carnosaurs gonna be meta, dude? Love me a T-Rex, don't we, Hazel? Hazel loves a T-Rex. Hazel, I swear to God, you stay in that bed and be cute. Don't come over here as soon as I put the camera down by you. I would agree, Viking. People overacted to Greenskin Skirmish. More because it was annoying than it was overpowered. Like, these days when someone takes Greenskin Skirmish Cabin to me, usually the strategy is just to ignore them, because they don't do that much damage. Empire's kind of artillery faction. Oh, look at her down there. Look at her. She's being so cute. Chaff is better than everything in mid-tier. Oof. Yes. This is a best of what, Showtime? This is a best of 3, so if Cal Harmon wins this, he is the Gold through Master Champion. And the builds are forming enough that I can start talking about them fine. Okay. Skink cohorts. Do they have javelins? No. Skink cohorts, Saurus, and then skink cohorts with javelins mixed in with skink skirmishers, not even chameleon skinks. And then we have pterodon riders with fire leech bolas. Both of them? Both of them. Pterodon riders. Okay, I have to be careful now. We have a Quaddle, we have a Ripperdactyl, and Golden Riders. Hazel, every time. You always move. It's like they know. I have to do a 360 count quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And are there any others? No. Okay, good. So Cal Harmon's build is fine. We have a Beastcaster with just a Manticore, not even the lore passive. I think I mentioned the Golden Riders, but there's one Golden Rider. For the Dark Elves of Ice Power, they're still setting up, so we'll start with the front line. It looks like Bleak Swords, Dread Spears, Chaff all across the front line. 3 Repeater Crossbow Cav. We have the Sisters of Singing Doom. We have a lovely puppy who now wants attention. We have 3 Dread Spears, 4 Dark Riders, Golden Dread Knights, Dark Riders. Okay, so it's his usual 2 and 2 mix. No, 1 Golden Dread Knight, 3 Dark Riders. And we do have 2 Bolt Throwers to keep the Lizardman a little bit honest. We have Malekith on his Velociraptor with just Soul Stealer. Good enough. Hey, buddy. You still mostly take Crocky G? Crocky G, man, recently for me has been like a Hand of the Gods bot, where the Hand of the Gods does good, and then he himself, for some reason, just kind of sucks and dies. I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously I could be misplaying with him, but it's just like... There's so many times where he'll just lose to like Volkmar the Grim, even though Volkmar has worse melee stats or something. Hi, Hazel. You're a good pup. You're a good pup. Yeah, I was close to join. What? Okay, don't punch me in the face, please. But had too much football training at the end. It was canceled. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That. Under attack. Oh, look at this puppy being good. And what is that chat saying? Okay, they're just saying good luck, have fun. Hi. You really don't like it when I do my job. Actually, not even my job. My side hustle that takes a lot of time and I get no money. No money. No money to feed the puppy. Because we're under 1,000 subscribers. Hello. So, Ice Power's Bolt Throwers are going to force Cal Harmon to move in. He's got him on Spread Shot, just do some damage to Skink Skirmishers. He doesn't really want to move up. And the Repeater Crossbows are going to move up to help as well. Yeah, they outrange the Skink Skirmishers. They'll do okay, though. Skink Skirmishers are just going to dodge a lot of stuff. Maybe get some free little poke in. I don't know. I mean, I think Ice kind of doubts that he's going to use all of his ammunition this game. So I might as well get it out. Hazel's gone for now, so I can move the camera again. He's a Chad. You've been pairing him with the Oracle? Dude, I just made a video about the Skink Oracle. I'm never using that thing again. It shot literally through Vargulfs all game. We ideally, the gameplay should be about outplaying. It's hard to make a meta about outplaying people with slow melee units. Yeah. Stop posting porn. Stop it. Oh, shit. It's showtime, I'm sorry. You showed up after the porn. I was trying to delete the porn. Okay. Anyway, the front lines are actually starting to collide. So Skink Skirmishers have taken a ton of damage from those Bolt Throwers and Repeater Crossbows. But it's okay. They're just Skink Skirmishers. They're pretty much chaff with blowpipes. Pterodon Riders get actually a pretty sweet little rock drop there on the Bleak Swords, doing some nice damage, just making it easier for the Saurus to push up and through. A Manticore has been summoned, some more flying units, and the Quaddle is keeping its distance for now. I'm kind of wondering what its purpose in this build is. Ripperdactyls as well, and Pterodon Riders. Looks like they're all just trying to find a place at the moment. These Pterodons are flying over some Dread Spears, trying to drop their bombs. They get great damage, but they're about to be routed off by these repeater crossbows. Yeah, it's looking a little spooky at the moment. I'm kind of wondering what the Quaddle's going to do. And Ice hasn't even had to use most of his cav yet. This is looking pretty Dark Elf favored at the moment, but we'll see. Balance of Power heavily favors the Lizards because of how good the rock drops have been going, but I think the Dark Elves, the units they care about, are still very healthy and very active. So I worry. Quaddle and the Ripperdactyls are jumping down here. Looks like they're trying to fight on top of the Dark Riders with Repeater Crossbows, but there is going to be a Soul Stealer coming in from Malekith, which will heal him up and rout off these Ripperdactyls. Now I think Ice Power is going to try and get some DPS on this Quaddle, if they can. Because Quaddles are very hard to kill in melee, and if he can Rampage it with the Scissors Singing Doom, yes he did, it will sit there and just take Repeater Cav fire all day. Dread Knights are keeping Cold Ones locked down as more Repeater Crossbow Cav fires in on them. The Pterodons are actually going a little wild at this point, now that they've used all their Rock Drops. It looks like the Summon Manticore and Rock Drops will be able to take out most of the back line. Cal Harmon is very good with air units, it appears. And somehow the Quaddle unrampaged and got away. I forgot this faction is Cold-Blooded, so he probably just Cold-Blooded it and walked away. Fair enough. Makes me kind of wonder why the Witch Elves are here, actually. But I've made that mistake, too, plenty of times, where I take Rampaging units against Lizardmen, and then they unrampage, because Cold-Blood is good. These Reaper Bolt Throwers are getting poked at by these Pterodons, but a big crossfire of all three Repeater Crossbow Cav is just going to delete that unit, and they are gonzo. Dark Elves pulling back into the bounce power a little bit. Malekith's still trying to fight this Quaddle and doing great. Nobody's gotten onto Oxy yet, but Oxy's Oxy. I guess they're just going to try to ignore him and wait for the late game. Where the Cold One Dread Knights still half health. That is very good for them. Strangely, the Cold One Riders are also doing okay. I would have thought they would have suffered more in that initial beatdown. The second and final Manticore summon is out for the Beast Men. I mean, Lizards are beasts too, but you know what I mean. Lizardman, second Manticore summon comes out. It's going to try to dive on some of these low HP, low leadership units and try to get a mass route in the backfield. Just buy the front line a little bit more time. Malekith's quite healthy. I've seen one or two Soul Stealers, so he has at least one left for later. Bolt Thrower is still poking at Cold One Riders a little bit. Cold One Dread Knights are running around, able to cycle charge infantry infinitely. And this could be a little bit of a problem. These Jab Skinks will do huge damage to the Dark Riders if they can figure their shit out and throw. Okay, they're trying to throw, but they're firing like 2 at a time, which is dumb for them, so they didn't really get a whole lot done. We have a big Dark Rider Enclave just sitting back here by this Bolt Thrower. Looks like Ice is happy to let the remnants of his front line die out and buy his Repeater Crossbows more time to fire. This is what it kind of looks like is happening. Also his Bolt Thrower. Cold One Riders are officially dead Zos. I don't think they'll be coming back into any useful stage, but Cold One Dread Knights are also getting decently low. Now, those guys are so elite, they'll fight almost to the death, so as long as you have a couple models, they're fine. But you do hate to see them taking damage. I don't think the Balance of Power is being honest with us. It still thinks the Lizardmen are in the lead, and I really think the Dark Elves are happy with their situation. Now, there is a Manticore summon, and once that goes away, maybe it'll look a little more realistic, but I think it's overvaluing Oxyottl's ammo, and maybe this Quaddle as well. Repeater Crossbow Cav is getting a little low on ammunition. Still decently healthy overall. We have some Pterodon Riders sitting above Malekith. They're probably trying to poke him down. I don't know what they're shooting at otherwise, but this is going to be a juicy Soul Stealer. They're going to hit 4 infantry units and the Pterodon Riders. Oof, that's a lot of damage, and I think this might be the beginning of the end of the Lizardmen. Peter Crossbow still trying to shoot the Quaddle. Now, he is skinny and kind of janky with all of his animations, so a lot of the bolts are going to go past him. That is a big winning factor for the Lizardmen. Good, but I mean, as much as I've been shit-talking the Lizardmen, what do the Dark Elves have left? They have some Dark Riders, they have Malekith, they have a Bolt Thrower with not a lot to defend it, so I guess I should be a little more critical of how much they have left as well. Quaddle is routing off, Oxyotl is shooting at Malekith. The Malekith is not going to chase him down. Oxyotl is surprisingly fast and he can poison a lot. I made that mistake recently with Malice Darkblade trying to chase him down, and he whooped Malice's ass by just shooting him as he ran away. That was not good. So it looks like Ice Power is going to try to keep Malekith running everywhere else. Dark Rider streaming in to try and bail out the Bolt Thrower before it gets really compromised. Trying to keep things going. These Saurus are going to be hard to deal with. Now that I start to doubt them, the Balance of Power all of a sudden favors the Lizardmen, and a huge hit onto Oxyotl from Malekith is going to actually make this Dark Elf favored, and I would agree if Oxyotl gets taken out here, that's going to be a big problem. Cal Harmon might want to take these Firely Bowls and just go into melee combat to buy Oxyotl some space, because currently these Dark Riders are kind of mucking him up a little bit for Malekith to jump in. We have more Dark Riders coming in. We also have Saurus Warriors that'll beat the crap out of these Dark Riders, so Malekith has got to get his damage in now while he can. before the Saurus rout off all of his support. So Malekith is still going after him. Oxyotl is actually quite a tanky boy, though, and his leadership dips down very low. He starts to break. His 45 melee defense has kept him alive so far. Pterodons might want to rear charge and just break off some of these Dark Riders a little more aggressively, and Malekith's going to dive straight through, but then a Soul Stealer on top of Oxyotl is going to spell the doom of the Lizardmen. The balance power goes against them enough that they will go into army losses. GG, well played. Cute, it's going good, dude. It's going good. You ready for a busy day tomorrow where we've got an event to play in, both of us playing that, and then we've got your 2v2 that I'm helping, that I'm casting and you're hosting? It's gonna be intense. Oxyotl got good value. The Manticore Summoner again got 0 because the Manticores went off and did stuff, but that doesn't count towards the caster. A lot of the middle tier stuff didn't really do anything, and some of the Pterodons got good value. The Quaddle did okay. But Saurus really struggled to get a lot done. Okay, I suppose the Saurus did okay. I guess just the Skink cohorts with Javelins disappointed a little bit. Skink Skirmishers. For Ice Power, Malekith got 2.2k. Chaff was all chaffy. Sister Singing Doom didn't get a lot. I'm guessing the Reaper, the Dark Riders repeating crossbows are going to get a lot. 900, 900-ish. 1,100, and they all cost like 700 apiece, so that's pretty good. Dread Knights did fine, Bolt Throwers did fine. Is it a best of 3? Yeah. Last game. Ashen. Ice is up. Map set. Anti-skirmish cav is where Javs excel. Usually, yeah, if they can get the shots off. Though, Cal Harmon did have the thing that's happened to me a couple times there, where Skinks got into position, they were well within range, and they just, like, kind of didn't fire. I zoomed in on them at that point, because I thought they were standing for an awfully long time, and they were just like, maybe. Ah, fuck, we got hit. It's like, alright, dude, just throw. I'm suffering with the cable and the dog. Why are you suffering? What's wrong with the dog? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to delete Showtime's thing. There was porn above them. They were friendly fire in the porn wars. Dark Shard safe to bring versus Lizardmen, or do you really want to bring Riders? A lot of people like Riders, but personally I kind of like Dark Shards. I like both. Yeah. Lower DPS, but it's more likely that DPS is the big question for me. Dark Shard Infantry are good too. It's just hard to protect them. I agree with everything being said here from all parties. Okay. You hear Outriders have better DPS than handgunners. I've also heard that, but in testing it hasn't looked that way, Maiden. It hasn't looked that way to me. Okay. AP is pretty high. Yeah, the Skink cohorts with Javelins do a lot versus single entities. So if Greenskin 360 Cav maybe go no Javs, but if Dark Rider Pedo go Skinks and Javs? I think Javs are just generally pretty good. Even against Greenskins. Like, they'll do well against Servitral Hag. They do decent against Grom. Like, for a 400 gold unit that still has the stats of a 300 chaff unit, you're paying 100 gold for those Javs. They're almost always going to get 100 gold worth. Almost. Dark Elves ban Empire. So, Ice Power went Empire, Greenskins, Chaos. Cal Harmon's going Dark Elves. I'm guessing Ice Power is going to go Greenskins. Probably. I personally think this matchup is White Dark Elf favored if they scum it, but if Cal Harmon goes an honorable build, then it's probably even or maybe Greenskin favored, but if you go pretty scummy, you can win it. And then after this is the final game of the finals. and then I need to go play with a certain puppy. This puppy needs love. Ice Power's thinking. Are you considering going Chaos? That would be interesting if he goes Chaos, because he's such a good Dark Elf player. That it would kind of confirm my personal struggles as Dark Elves against Chaos recently. But he is looking to go green skins. They only cost 400 though, and I have shields. Skinks are not Pog, Murphalursaurus are Pog. Dinos are Pog. Skinks are dumb. Dumb little geckos that are too strong. Make Lizardman great again. Though I have liked Cal Harmon's builds all tournament. They're very different, very interesting. It's good to see. It's the 100 extra cost worth those 3. I love Skink Horde already. Hey, he's going Chaos. Let's go. If Ice Power's picking it into Dark Elves, then that confirms that I'm not totally an idiot for just struggling in this matchup. Now, why it's traditionally good for Dark Elves is Scourge Chariots are very good. Here, they do quite well. Morathi Double Manticore could beat the Air Force that Chaos could potentially bring, and then you own the skies. Dark Shards are good. Harganth Executioners are good. Bleak Swords are good. So you have a lot of good tools to skirmish them out. Now, why I've been struggling recently is that a lot of Chaos players take their 6 Skirmish Cav, which do okay into Scourge Runner Chariots, waste a lot of the Scourge Runner's ammo and stuff. They usually take a Hell Cannon or 2, which also do okay into Scourge Runners because they have homing missiles. And those will kill Harganth Executioners. You bring a bunch of chaff. Archaon alone has been like 1v3ing Morathi Double Manticore and killing all of them for me recently. And fireballs are decent against the Manticores to rampage them into the ground, but I don't know. It feels tough. It feels tough as the Dark Elf player. But we'll see. I've had a little more success recently with abandoning the Scourge Runner Kite and just going for like a pike and shot build with Dark Shards, Bleak Swords, a Bolt Thrower or 2 to shoot at the Hell Cannon. Goes okay. Not great. I recently had a sad game where I got 3 Dark Shards in the range. 3 Dark Shards in the range of a Hell Cannon. They all fired 2 to 3 volleys apiece. So that's roughly 8 Dark Shard volleys on the Hell Cannon, and they took its crew to half health, and they didn't hurt the cannon at all. So the Hell Cannon got to fire most of its shit, and that was real sad. You like rats, therefore you cannot harp on skinkies. Yeah, but the rat roster doesn't have a bunch of cool units that are, like, not used because they're shit. Oh, wait. It does. I wish Brood Horrors were good. I wish Mutant Rat Ogres were good. They're not. Hell Pits are fine. They're not ideal, but they're fine. They fill a role. Storm Vermin are usually kind of shit. Halberds have a place sometimes, but Storm Vermin Sword and Border is pretty bad. Death Runners are pretty bad, except for the ROR. So I feel you there. But the reason I play Skaven isn't because of their stuff that I don't get to use. I like guns. I like guns and big monsters. Since Lizardmen don't have any guns, that's why I get sad that big monsters aren't viable. But Skaven guns are fine. Skaven guns are good. Rattling guns are weird. I want to say they're fine because they're so good at anti-air, but anything on the ground they kind of suck. So they could use a little bit of love, line of sight wise. That's the thing, is the Skaven units that have ranged issues like Warp Fire Throwers and Rattling guns, they don't need buffs stat-wise, they need buffs like mechanics-wise and line of sight, which is kind of weird. But, yeah. Rats don't have cool units. Jezzails are cool. I love Jezzails. 2 rats forming a sniper team. Rattling guns are cool. Oh, they're kind of bad. Fire throwers are cool. The ROR Poison Wind Globe, the purple one, is super cool. I love that it explodes in the air. It's just like, and then there's like a delay, and then it hits the ground. If it actually hits what it's aiming at, it'll just fucking delete it. That shit's nuts. Orc lightning cannons are dope. All the units I mentioned that suck are pretty dope. They just suck, but they're cool. I don't know. Death Runners are sweet. Ninja Rats. They're just not very good. Doom Wheels are cool, Murph. I agree. Mutant Rat Ogre is greater than Hell Pit. Dude, Bowmore, they have half the health of a Hell Pit. The Hell Pit has self-regeneration. And they're only like 550 gold less than a Hell Pit. For half the health, no regen, and less mass. Mutant Rat Ogres are terrible. They're a terrible unit. A lot of monster units on factions could use a little help. Yeah, some. SEMs kind of need help. CA, let's nerf single entities. SEMs, well, that's unfortunate. Murph, I do agree with your premise, but like Manticores are an SEM and they don't need help. But like a lot of the big cool monsters need help. The only SEMs we see are the ones that are cheap as shit and small, and that's why they get spammed and fuck them. But like expensive SEMs need help. Chasing Rainbows, you say Council Guard aren't worth it, but every time I see you use them, they do so good. There's two things about that. One, I'm only going to use them in situations where I think they're good. And two, they are a very expensive unit. They're 1350. So I feel like that's a lot of cost. But when I rail on them is that there are sometimes, I haven't seen it recently, which is good, but there was a phase where every Skaven player, no matter the matchup, would throw Council Guard as an auto-include. And if your opponent has non-armored cavalry and like fast stuff, and then cheap spells like Pendulum that can clear out the Council Guard, Burning Head can kind of clear out the Council Guard. If they have cheap archers like Empire Archers or Crossbowmen or Huntsmen or a lot of things like that, the Council Guard can just get picked off. Mortis engine effects kind of clean them out, so that's like you need very specific matchups where they're good. You need to get rushed by large targets that are armored and slow, and a faction that's not going to bring Pendulum or Burning Head and has limited archers, which is why I take him into Chaos, because Chaos doesn't have any of those things. But yeah, Greenskins, they do okay. Greenskin Skirmish Cav, Volume of Fire can actually do okay versus them. And Purple Sun, if River Troll Hag takes it. But I might be a little too hard on the Council Guard. They've failed me many times. Yeah, I would agree. Again, monsters could use some help, because monsters are sick. Though Rat Ogres, since the Cav beta, Rat Ogres have been doing really well, so I think they're doing fine. Hero blow up at the end with the Council Guard. I mean, during the game with Ice Power, the Council Guard were dead before that blob, right? They're a fine unit. I think my biggest problem is not with the Council Guard, it's with people blind picking the Council Guard into every matchup, where I think they're a more niche unit than people give them credit for, and in that niche they're good. Alright, for Ice Power, wait, this is Cal Harmon. Cal Harmon's on the Dark Elves, got it. 3 Sisters of Slaughter, 4 Dread Spears, 1 Bolt Thrower, 3 Shades. We have a Deathcaster with Spirit Leech and Aspect of the Dread Knight? Or is that Doom and Darkness? Yeah, it's Aspect of the Dread Knight. Why? Wait, why? Wait, why? But why, though? Cal? Why do you need Aspect of the Dread Knight? What do you need that magic damage for? I'm confused, but Cal has his reasons. Dreadlord with a sword and crossbow with the Dark Elf version of the Arrows of Kurnos, and then Foe Seeker. Okay, that's spicy. But Cal, why, though? And then we have some Dark Riders with shields. And I mentioned the Triple Shade. But Cal, why, though? Okay. On the other side, for Ice Power, we have 1 Aspiring Champion. We have a whole bunch of Chaos Marauders. Chaos Marauders, indeed. Then we have 3 Chaos Spawn. Marauder Horsemasters, Marauder Horsemen. I thought I saw more skirmish cav than that. Oh, they're just getting moved around. Horsemen. So 4 horsemen, 1 horsemaster. Then we have a firecaster with fireball and burning head. We have a deathcaster with spirit leech. We have Prince Sigvald the Magnificent, and we have 2 chaos warriors with halberds. No hell cannon. Builds wise, I think the dark elves will do fine. Yeah, I think the dark elves will do fine here. I believe in their shades. I believe in Cal Harmon's ability to get shades to do good. But Cal Harmon, why though? Why Aspect of the Dread Knight? It's pissing me off. Why is that there? What are you going to use it on? Ice Power has some good dodges with the Marauder Horseman on an entire volley from the Shades. And the Shades are going to have trouble getting those wily skirmishers. A wily coyote-ass skirmisher. Shades are sitting down to charge their shot, and then they're going to miss it again, because Shades. But here, we might actually get some good value. Firing at Aspiring Champions, never mind. They're not doing anything with Aspiring Champions. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Now I'm worried. Alright, I thought the Shades would do more. Ooh, and the Dreadlord Sword and Crossbow uses his first Arrows of Kurnos. And he's not really getting any damage done. But a Spirit Leech goes out onto both parties. On the single entities, doing good. And a Fireball is coming straight for this Dreadlord Sword and Crossbow's face. And if it hits him and does sufficient damage, I think this game is GG. Yep, it's GG. Game's over. Everybody pack it up and go home. Deathcaster for Chaos is suffering quite a lot, but so is the Sword and Crossbow boy. He's not having a great time. Chaos Spawn charging into the Dark Elf front line. Sisters of Singing Doom are going to be here to catch that front line with their face. Man, these Shades are not having a great day. They're going to have to shoot some stuff that's not paying attention. Meanwhile, we have a Burning Head coming in from Chaos. It's going to roast down the Sisters of Slaughter. Very bad time to be them, and they're going to rout immediately. It's brutal out here. Sisters of Slaughter, though, they're holding out okay when they don't get Burning Head in the mouth. Oh, God, don't tell me this is going to hit them, too. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Well, that's a tragedy. It even curved. It curved into them. You can see that. All right, this game did not want Cal Harmon to win. Fireball's coming in for the Dreadlord again. He's trying to hide in his own Dark Riders, but they're not going to be able to block it for him. He does get hit in the back of the head. Shades are backing up a little bit more. Sisters of Slaughter clearing up Infinite Chaff, but Ice Power still has 5 very healthy Skirmish Cav. Still a Sigvald, still the Firecaster. He's chilling. He's vibing. Bolt Thrower still trying to take out the Deathcaster, but he juked by rallying a little bit there. So this guy's probably getting obstructed. No, he's firing. Cal Harmon throws out the 1 Burning Head. Yeah. Yeah, it curved into your dudes. It's brutal. When that RNG hits, though. Oh, showtime. That was really unlucky. That was really unlucky from Cal. Jesus Christ. Just curves. Just throws in the curve. And those Shades just were not doing it. They had so many shots on those Aspiring Champions at point blank range, and they were like, nah, bro. That was brutal. Well, that sucks. GG. GG, well played. Poor Cal Harmon. I mean, went 1 and 2 though. Went 1 and 2. What the heck were you people saying while I was busy? Well, do you remember the time when everyone complained about SEM? They can cycle charge everything. Depends on the single entity. Yeah. Shades failed and the sisters get domed. It's brutal. It's brutal. See you around, mate. Dude, rest in peace, Cal Harmon. When that curve. Alright, he's thinking about it. Did you win versus Ice Power? No. Oh, the Ghost... That's right, I have to make a video about that Ghost Hellstorm. I just want to watch the Burning Head again, but that was the last game for the day. bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Give me that burning head. Stop posting porn. Stop it. Stop it, Slinish bots. You dicks. Okay. So the burning head... Oh wait, that's not a straight line, but it's not gonna go into these sisters. It's curving. Oh, it's curving. Then it straightens out. Oh, and it just gets everything. It even doesn't roast the Chaos Marauders. That's GG. It didn't curve as much as I thought, though. I think it's the hill. The hill kind of makes it look like it curved a little bit more than it did, but it just got 2 whole units. Jesus. It's brutal. It's brutal. Also, that Arrows of Kurnos from the Dreadlord did not do as much as he needed it to. I think the caster was on foot. That definitely hurts it. What up, Ice? What up? Did the head do well? Yeah, it killed like 4 units. And Shades did shade things and were that unit that either carries the whole game or does literally nothing. I'm out of tea. Alright. Now Hazel's asleep again. Puppy, why are you all excited when I can't play with you, and then when I can, you're asleep? Okay, well, the stream is over. I'm leaving forever. I'll never see any of you again. Goodbye.